Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth. Boom. Yes.
Woo.
Boom indeed. Shut your mouth.
I love that Harmstone's just providing the subtitles in case there's anybody hard of hearing this joining us from the start. So this is the bit where he goes blah. Do you remember when I asked you to record that?
To do that, yeah.
I'm like, what I need you to do is just put the camera in front of you and just scream into it violently.
And I did not disappoint. One take, that was me just saying, ah! Don't tell Rue Jez isn't wearing a hat. Well, we know we won't see Rue tonight.
No.
Though school's out for the summer, apparently. Well, at least for Orgoy. So,
it's not in a lot of places.
But,
so.
you know, maybe, obviously, in Serbia it is. I don't know about Rue, though. So, yes, absolutely.
Where is Rue from?
No, Rue lives here.
Oh, yeah?
Well, not here. But that would be weird.
He's under the stairs.
Alex, are you on tea? I'm on coffee.
I was going to say, if that looked like tea to you on camera,
clear.
you are drinking some dodgy ass tea.
Capo tea, governor.
There's an awfully dark cup of tea.
It is. Actually, it's too dark for coffee for me, but I just did. I got on with it, didn't care. Just poured more coffee from the coffee maker and, you know, let loose. I don't give two shits. It's Friday. I obviously give, well, at least one shit because I'm not drinking wine. Welcome in, everybody, to this, the 55th episode of Don't Get Me Started.
All the fives.
I'm Alex, that's Jez. You know that, but if you don't know that, I'm telling you that. Welcome in to Mr. McMikey, Mr. Harmstone. I can see Jaeger's there. I can see Harley's there, son of Rachel. No wine, fuck this. I'm out. Tell me about it. I know I saw Goblin there.
Yes.
Did I see Tams in there? I'm just guessing Aletha's there.
We saw an Aletha. I'm not sure we saw a Tamsin.
I'm just going to point at you guys, but Hannah's there.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, with fair winds and a following sea, I hope to provide some Hannah Therapy Fund material tonight. I don't know from whence it will arrive from my brain.
Some brevity.
Yeah, but some shit's going down.
Or breva coffee.
I am here.
Oh, there you go.
Good, welcome in.
Welcome. How you doing?
Hey, listen, I'm good. I'm feeling good. You know, it's the end of the week as we know it. We'll get into my haps in just a moment, very, very soon, in fact, as I'm sure we will get into your haps. But I'm feeling good, despite the fact the weather's been pretty crap. But I'm 1 week closer, one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. Serve, that is, at Wimbledon.
I'm glad you went there.
I just didn't know. Sometimes I just, honestly, there's no...
I was waiting to swoop in if you didn't.
At Wimbledon on Friday, Constellation Saturday. Next weekend's going to be off the hook, if kids are still saying that.
Does Wimbledon actually start next Friday?
It starts on Monday.
Excellent.
So I'll have had...
That's my week wasted already. Excellent job.
Do you like tennis?
I like Wimbledon.
Oh.
I don't care for the other tournaments quite as much. I tried to watch the US Open. Was it the US Open or the French Open? French Open.
French Open is the most recent one.
A couple of weeks ago, and it was just...
Wimbledon, something about Wimbledon. But anyway, so I'm really looking forward to that. So there's a verve, you know, and I don't mean like the band that wrote The Drugs Don't Work. I mean, there's a real kind of, you know, zeitgeist, and by which I don't mean the Levelers album. You know, I just mean, you know...
any kind of event at the moment is a big deal because most of them didn't happen last year, so
yes,
we've just been building the anticipation ever since.
Yes, off the chain. Screw the hooks. Yeah, it's going to be off the chain. It's going to be incredible. It's all sports ball to Mike.
Do you not like any sports, Mike? Seriously, no sport?
Do you know...
Like... Somebody as competitive as you don't sport at all?
Yeah, it's nice you should, like...
sport?
I want to get you into some sport. It's good. Sport's good.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable.
Love sport.
Wimbledon, the Paul Bettany movie, I'm in. Do you know what? I really like Paul Bettany and I really like Wimbledon. So it surprises me that I actually haven't seen Wimbledon, the film, but I think I saw a clip where he wins. And like, I'm like, well, of course he wins. If he does, honestly, can you imagine an English film, probably written by Richard Curtis, who... where like the real world, an English person doesn't win Wimbledon at the end of it. But anyway, it's me,
Johnny.
Yo. welcome in. Do you know Johnny?
I do.
Oh, excellent. Good, because I don't. But nice to see you, Johnny. Is it John?
I assume that's Twitter doing its work.
Oh, nice. John E5. Or is it Jonathan E, who is a character from that film that I've forgotten very briefly. But anyway, welcome in.
Welcome.
Shall we delve straight into our first... Straight into our first segment.
Getting in that London mood.
I don't know what happened.
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon. WC1. Don't know if that's true. With the segment we like
W1.
Is it? I don't know. When you speak as fast as I do, things just come out of your mouth at a fucking crazy rate. This is happening.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you. This is happening.
Yes, no accounting for my voice sometimes. Just whatever comes out, and you're going to get it. Welcome into This Is Happening. If you've not been here before, if you're a John E, or even if you're not, this is where we and you drop your goods and bads of the week. The haps are good, and the naps are bad, and you can use the channel points.
The happening and the nappening.
Yeah, we can talk about that. So drop. Wimbledon is SW19. I'm pretty sure it isn't.
No, not anymore.
No. Hap. I can't speak French. Alex doing Can't Speak French and Colin Hay last night. A bit of Colin Hay. It's grown on me.
The main thing I noticed last night on your stream was just how northern MJ Harmstone is. In all the songs that he requested and really enjoyed, I'm like, God, you're so fucking northern.
He didn't request any Smiths, which would have been kind of northern, I suppose. I suppose there's a bit of Oasis. I'm trying to think. No Beatles. I'm trying to think of northern bands that I could.
It's just that kind of northern, easy indie type.
I mean, I'm on board with that. I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Yes, only a little bit of Colin Hay. Full disclosure, I said the other night I was talking to Aletha and I was just like, I don't want to do this. I don't like this song. I don't want to. But then the more I've listened to it, because I went out and I just put it on repeat and put it on repeat and put it on repeat, so I could kind of drill it into my head because it's kind of strange cadence. And by the time I'd listened to it 10 times, I was like, that song's pretty good. So there you go. Yeah, no, it is good. Hap, England winning. Yeah, I didn't watch that because I was streaming, but
I didn't watch that because, well, I
didn't give two shits, and I just don't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to scroll up, make sure we've got all of our haps and naps in.
Do.
Share your nap. Have to be up early tomorrow. It's not early.
What time do you have to be up? Yeah, you go.
He's helping me with my my live event tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice. Are we going to see him on stream?
No. You're not going to see me on stream. It's just my voice.
Oh, okay. Even better.
All of the product and none of the me. But
Best
yeah,
way.
I told him it needs to be at mine for 9:30. That's not early.
That's not early.
Yeah.
I'm late for work if I'm up at 9:30.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also Can't Speak French. I mean, it's a tune. I had to watch the video for that about 10 times. That was an incredible experience. I had to watch the video to Can't Speak French. I say watch I didn't listen to it. I just watched the video. I'm enjoying my wine. Hap, Aletha. Do you know what? That's the wine that I...
Did you recommend?
Yes.
Of course you did.
I recommended the Shiraz that I've been liking and I think is excellent. And she's liking it, which is good because I had massively hyped it up beyond the telling of it. It's amazing.
Your father got the job.
Tell me more about the job.
Got the jobby, Freddie. I had my fingers crossed.
What's that from?
Freddie got fingered.
I know it had to be Freddie got fingered, of course. Because it said Fred in it, and it's said by you.
Share your nap. A short sleep, especially during the day.
Is that bad?
I hope you get fired. It's a joke. It's a nap. You take a nap.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope you get fired.
Out of a cannon, into the sun. But congratulations, Tom. Well done. I love it. I was actually talking to him about the other day. I don't know if the ins and outs specifically, but at some point. Because he's going to be in London.
A job is a job.
Hey, a job is a job.
Money.
Yeah, money's too tight to mention. Bad. I'm in quarantine.
Oh, that seems like something you should be using some of your well-earned Always Be Chatting channel points to share as a nap. In quarantine is definitely a nap.
Yeah, you can use a nap on your channel points for that one if you desire to. But yes, I think that Son of Rachel has got a friend over, and because that person's come into his house, I could be wrong about this, therefore forces them to kind of quarantine.
Oh, I see.
That's what
there's been this whole and I really haven't paid attention to it or given a shit. But there's been this whole deal about certain countries being reopened border-wise and traffic lights and some shit. I don't know.
It's happening.
Whatever.
Unfortunately, Fortnite being a turd. I mean,
Fortnite is pretty much just a polished turd in and of itself.
When are people going to stop playing Fortnite?
I don't really know.
I mean,
I'm like, you know that other third-person shooters exist.
Are available.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the part of me wants to be joyful and lovely, and I really want everyone to experience wonderful things all the time.
I'm getting all of my hateful, negative bullshit out in the month of June because
right,
I
because I
can't do that in
July. Part of
July.
me just thinks, isn't Fortnite just shit? I just had this moment where maybe it was, but anyway, what's that? Make sure to do it whilst Creep is playing. Doing what? I might have missed a bit there, but it doesn't matter. You should definitely, if it's riding on a pole, you should definitely do that. She didn't have a pole, incidentally, just her on her own. Just her and Creep dancing around.
So if there was a pole involved, it was starting to get sexy, but never mind. As you were, Hap meeting my friend's new baby for the first time tomorrow. I don't know why your television keeps doing that.
My television keeps switching itself off and on. That's super weird. It doesn't normally do that. Look who's coming in.
Gremlins.
It's very strange. Actually, we can request DGs next week, can't we? Can we? I don't know that that's a thing. At any rate, I don't get Fortnite. Well, I don't either, really. Next time I use it, a friend from Texas. Someone's coming across from America. Is that even? I didn't even know that was possible.
I didn't either, unless you were a corporate person.
Yeah, mind you, much as I may have said before, I was kind of unhappy, and it probably would be a nap that.
Unhap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely a nap that. If you are a football fan, you get to go to Azerbaijan to have a holiday. But if you're not a football fan, it's a bit like the massive macrocosm of if you're a smoker, you get an extra 3 hours off a day or whatever like that to go and have a smoke, and if you're not, you get to sit in the office. So it's if you're a football fan, you get to go on holiday.
You get to gather with tens of thousands of people at Wembley, but if you want to go and sit in somebody else's, I don't know what you can and can't do anymore. I don't give a fuck. We have all seen how bad I am at COD, mate. You played for half an hour. You can't expect to be good at something after 30 minutes. Go and play that instead of Fortnite, and you'll get better.
Rusin.
Yeah.
And now know what's under his hat.
No, you don't. Shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is really not working.
That's cool. The hat suits you, man. I mean, in general, I think hats are your jam.
I like hats.
Yeah.
What if I do this? Still suit me now?
No.
Oh, there you go. I was wondering if you were going to enable that or not. That's the enably kind of.
Oh, I am, but I just could. It was so bad I could not.
Protect your head. The seagulls are free.
Landlord owes me money. Oh, that is Hap. How does he owe you money? I want to know about that. Landlords are very reticent to pay anyone anything. I know this because.
Yeah, he may owe you money. Whether you get that money or not is another matter.
Trust me, I've been.
Spoiler alert: nap coming in 2 weeks. Landlord still hasn't given me my fucking money.
Oh shit! It's The Ring, not the wrestling ring, but the horror movie. Yes, and what a wonderful horror movie it is as well. Is this a haunted stream? I don't know. I mean, the thing about it is the TV keeps switching on and off, but you won't see it because it's only a monitor for us.
It's just a monitor, yeah.
You know. Effectively, let's get our haps and naps in as much as we can. Nap, Microsoft MFA can eat a giant dick. Now, that is not something I fully understand.
No, or even remotely understand.
I know what Microsoft is.
I know what Microsoft is, yes, but what is MFA? Microsoft motherfucking asshole?
Friends Association. It's like a parent-teacher association of people that like Microsoft. We'll work it out. We can't go to us. They can come here. Shaking my head. What a joke. So shit. Well, if the mountain won't come to Mohammed, and all that.
Hap went to the cinema for the first time since December 2019. Welcome, Make My Monster Grow.
Make my monster grow.
Long time fan of the show.
Yes.
But joining us live for the first time.
Hey, welcome in, Make My Monster Grow, and thank you very much for the follow because I got a notification that someone called Make My Monster Grow. Well, it basically just came up in my email. It just said, Make My Monster Grow. And I'm like, I have had a lot of these sort of emails in my inbox at one point, threatening to kind of sell me some sort of product that's going to make my monster grow. And I was about to send it to spam when I realised it was someone following me. So thank you very much.
And then knowing that it was a new follower, it actually did make you monster
yes,
grow.
I became erect immediately. But yeah. Also, I went to the cinema. Hap for me. I didn't write it down on the thing, but I went to see In the Heights last Saturday.
Oh yeah, you did say you were going
Heights.
to. We almost watched it on my television on HBO Max, but
I mean, I would want to do that now that I've seen it. But like, I went to the cinema, first time cinema, and the first time I went to see the cinema on my own. I've never been to a cinema.
I haven't been to the cinema on my own for a very long time.
I realised I've just never done it. Because I started thinking about, this must have been the... And then I thought back to my entire life. I sat there on my own thinking, when was the last time I did this? And I realised that I never have. So...
I had a... when I was in university, so obviously I had to find things to do that weren't university. I had one of those Cineworld Unlimited cards.
Oh, yeah.
And so I literally went to see everything. And
That's
there were
always
certain
good.
things that Karis was not interested in.
Yeah.
Or, she was actually doing her university things because she was good at that. And so I just went to see random films on my own.
When I had an unlimited card at one point, and I realised that the unlimited card was like 14 quid, and it cost you like 8 or 10 quid or whatever. 14 quid a month, right? So it's like 10 quid. So in order to save yourself anything, you'd have to go twice.
Yes.
Because once would not be enough.
No.
But in order to really stick it to the man, you'd have to go thrice. And I just didn't have that sort of time, but right. Seeing my roleplay group in real life tomorrow. That sounds amazing. That sounds cool. That is a hat. Proper hat. What roleplay is that? Oh, it's down to the housing agent, not the landlord, so it's guaranteed money. Landlord only gets involved if repairs are needed. Like my oven!
Oh yeah, that went really well, didn't it, your oven?
Multi-factor authentication.
Oh yeah, well fuck two-factor authentication. It does my fucking head in.
I like it, but I didn't like it the other day.
Like, when I log into my PayPal, there is a box that says, remember
me.
Make sure I don't have to put this, extra code in again. Does it fucking remember? Does it fuck? Does it remember even within like 10 minutes?
Does it remember like
I pay for parcels, like I log into PayPal from that, pay for parcels, and then I just casually go and like, right, let's go and pay someone, do that kind of thing. It's like, oh, you will need to enter your authentication code again. I'm like, fuck you, man!
Getting those rants off right off the bat.
Just let me pay for shit. It's my money.
Hap managed to finally tidy my room during the ABC stream last night. Hey, that's good use of your time. You
What
get
are you,
to
12?
listen to me.
Tidy my room.
Tidy my room. Well,
Were you grounded until you couldn't?
Yeah, my brother was like, go to your room while you're there.
Go to your room and no watching your uncle.
No watching your uncle.
No enjoying yourself
Saying
until your
outrageous
room is
shit.
tidy.
Okay. I'll just listen to some music and then headphones into the thing. It's like, I'm still listening to it. Alex isn't wearing a hoodie and I don't know how to feel. I almost did, because hoodies are the remit of a colder day and these are the remit of a warmer day. And today, as you noticed, we had the sun streaming in from the kitchen
It's
window.
gone now.
And the overcast
that
streaming
works.
in from the west window. And I didn't know how to, so I just went for this because it looks sexy.
Yes.
This is the summer look. This is summer Alex. This is what I look like when I'm going down to the champagne bar. With a girl who doesn't want champagne. I'm wearing this. This is money in my pocket, mo money,
Money in the bank.
mo champagne. What am I talking about? Only you know.
I don't even think they know.
Scrollify it down because I can see it. I think it's saying Nando's. Nando's in a film.
Nando's in a film. Yeah.
Nando's in a film. Great days.
That's his hap.
Yeah. Do you know? I mean, I don't care for Nando's, but I do care for films.
Rue, my hair is very much brown. It doesn't get more brown without being.
What does he say? What does she say?
What colour is my hair? Is it ginger
AKA
or
guy
brown?
next to Alex. It's His name is Jez. His name is Jeremy.
For fuck's sake, Rue. Honestly. You obsess about what's under my hat for weeks. You can't even remember my fucking
Jeremy!
name. Honestly. Christ.
Jeremy Rue. Like the 1991 Pearl Jam hit from 10. You remember it, don't you?
PayPal has a shit memory. Like jazz.
Like
when
Rue.
you're right, you're right.
Remember me when I'm trying to pay for porn. Remember me. Just... yeah, weather couldn't decide today. That's a nice bit of small talk. Love a bit of small talk. Listen, sometimes living in a pandemic is hard. It takes a lot of effort to put your shit away. Hey, I know. You know, after the stream last night, I just threw my coat. When I took my coat off yesterday, I just discarded my coat. I mean, the flat is full of just stuff I've discarded. No films out that I want to watch. Incorrect. In the Heights. I'm just saying. I mean, admittedly, it is a musical. Oh wait, if I didn't say it was a musical, I might have got Jaeger to go, and you would only realise.
Into the Heights is a new Iron Man movie.
Yes.
He gets into his suit.
Yes.
And he tries to reach new heights. He goes into the heights.
Yes.
He's testing the limits of the flying capability of his Iron Man suit. And now you're in.
That's true. That's true.
And it's Robert Downey Jr., so he probably doesn't sing.
I'm sure he probably could, but I don't know. West Window, jaunty trumpet. John Spencer's dead.
Fucking hell. Hey, at least the show ended well. I would have been livid if I'd have enjoyed West Wing as much as I enjoyed it, and the ending was shit. I'd have fucking thrown your box set through the window, even though I wasn't watching your box set.
No, that's okay. Well, legitimate. It's fine. It's fine. It's not actually mine, but I would have. I would have accepted that. But no, it ends well.
It does. Well, it ends, and I wouldn't say well. I like the ending.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a slam.
It's not like a happy kind of.
No.
I'm left wanting more, which I suppose is the idea, isn't it?
How much more brown could it be? None more brown.
Could it be any more brown?
Duncan would have liked that if he'd have been around. He's not for some reason. You musical. In the shite. Now, you careful here.
You watch your damn mouth, son.
Have some fucking respect for Lin-Manuel. You go and see it. Take your Texas friend. Thank me later. Iron Man tested the Iron Man suit capabilities in the first film. Nice try.
Yeah, but they didn't work properly in the first film.
No.
So now, it's been years. When did Iron Man come out? Like 2005 or something? 2006?
I don't know.
2007. I'm going with 2007. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
He's testing it again, and there are new heights now.
I mean, he's dead.
The world has got bigger. Spoilers. And now he's going.
According to Harmstone, I could have told that like in 2019 or whenever Endgame came out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's true.
Lick Manuel. I would do.
You really would.
I would. Iron Man testing the afterlife. Yes, indeed. In the Bites, the musical about the founding of the World Wide Web by Tim Berners-Lee. Yes, that's a very, very famous musical. All these versions. I can see a game starting now, which I love. Sorry, I missed most of your streams, guys. I has been busy. I have been busy. Sleeping. You don't have to apologise for missing streams. I miss people's streams all the time, and I don't
have to apologise for forgetting people's names. Write my fucking name down on a post-it note and
stick it on your forehead. Wall. That's like sometimes I see Harley streaming and I don't even go and watch him. And sometimes I see you streaming and I do go, but I don't feel the need to kind of remind him every time.
That's it.
If anything, it makes it worse.
Like, I follow so many people. I've made so many new friends on Twitch. You can't go and see everyone. It just isn't possible.
No.
You do your best, and that has to be good enough. Otherwise,
what can you do?
Yeah, exactly.
I will guy. I forget the name of. That's kind of pretty funny from Rue. Jeremy.
I don't know why I'm so put out, to be honest. I never usually care.
Moving along with this segment, haps and naps, all the good things, all that great stuff. What is hap in your life?
I had McDonald's last night.
Oh man, that is good.
It was fucking amazing. You turned up just as I had gorged myself from McDonald's, and the occasion was the other hap of the week.
Yes.
In 2 of the 3 runs that I have done this week, I ran for a full 5k.
Mate,
smashed
tick.
it. Yeah, done.
It was couched to 5k.
Yes.
And it's been done. It can be done. You are living proof.
There are more weeks. And to be fair, I wasn't supposed to have run 5k in the program, but when I went for a run on Saturday just after I left you,
yes,
the program was 25 minutes non-stop.
Non-stop.
And at the end of the 25 minutes, I was like, let's look at how much I've done. I have done 2.5 miles. I'm like, right.
Yes.
I'm feeling kind of all right, and I know that 3 miles is 5k. So what if I just
keep on running?
Just run some more, and I did, and it was great.
It's amazing. I'm always impressed because
I couldn't do it. When was it? Yesterday, and I think that was just down to my scheduling, because I did Saturday morning run, and then I had childcare issues at the beginning of the week, so I couldn't go for a run until Tuesday night.
Right.
And then Thursday morning, so I think that was too close together, and
right.
I still did the 25 minutes that the app wanted me to do.
What you were required to do.
I couldn't push beyond.
I just think, I honestly, as has been well documented, I tried to do this shit and got fucked up. I'm surprised it lasted as long as I did, but I'm well impressed.
I'm surprised I've lasted this long, to be honest. And I do wonder when it's going to impact the rest of my life, because still, every time I come here, climbing the fucking stairs up to this flat, I'm like...
People don't, I mean, they're not a good... obviously, you've got a lot of Amazon guys come up. They seem to do it, but they're probably quite used to running around with parcels. They're probably quite fit in that regard, but like, if you're not, it is a bit of a crazy one. You mind scrolling up just slightly, just to capture something? I'm trying to remember what I wanted to say.
Trip cheese, you fucking know.
Oh, is that what you got, trip cheese?
I had a double quarter pounder. I gorged, honestly.
Nice.
Double quarter pounder, triple cheeseburger, a sharing box of the mozzarella sticks,
nice.
Which I barely shared, and an apple pie.
Double thumbs up. Nap, the fact musicals exist. What the fuck are you... they're just a little troll. You're just hopping on the back of the whatever bullshit. No. Musicals are wonderful. And I'm going to go and see one, very soon.
Imminently.
In fact, you know what? This whole year is going to be me watching musicals. You're just trying to stop me.
Lost £22 since March. Nice, man.
That's really cool.
Work.
That is a massive... Wait, that's a nap? You want a hap? Lost £22, but have had 3 takeaways this week, and resolve is wavering. Texas influence, I'm sure. But still, £22.
Absolutely. You can, as with me,
musicals
can afford to kind of relax it a little bit every now and again. You can't beat yourself up forever.
Do you know what? Currently, and I was just saying, like, in an effort to kind of move towards what is Wimbledon and musicals weekend next weekend, when I'll definitely be going cray-cray, as all the kids say. I have like a 10-day of like not drinking wine and not going crazy, but that's in a way stupid, because if you say I'll just go cold turkey and just like not have any alcohol, not have anything bad, all you end up doing is finding that you really want it, and then you just tumble over the other side. So it doesn't really it's not always the best way to do it, but there you go. Anyway, musicals suck, musicals exist. Yeah, Olitha, musicals are hap. Well, yes, preach on. Obviously I agree.
And I think Son of Rachel knows exactly what he's doing. He's going right for the jugular.
Cyberpunk overrated.
Straight for Jaeger's jugular.
There's a fight in the chat.
If anybody knows how to trigger Jaeger, it's saying that Cyberpunk is shit.
Yes.
The game, that is, not the
concept. Yeah.
Of Cyberpunk.
Rue, my sleep schedule died. Just died in your arms tonight. Yeah, I think I saw you say something above like your sleep schedule is shit. But I caught up.
I caught up on anime. So napping one.
Yeah. You can never catch up on anime.
There is too much anime.
There's so much anime in the world. I defy you.
That's why I haven't really started on the anime, because I will never catch up.
I just think I'm not sure. I suddenly realised the other day. I thought that anime might be bullshit. But I just had a thought. Sometimes you think about these things. Who knows where thoughts come from? Anime might be total shit. In the fights, the musical about this chat. Oh, you better believe it. Some people don't like Cyberpunk. Some people don't like musicals. Some people do. What's going to happen? Hey, listen, if it's anything like the fights that happen in West Side Story, everyone's just going to click around and do ballet, but you know.
Jaeger's kind of backed himself into it, having to sing in a musical corner.
West
caught up on Naruto. Fucking hell, Naruto's been going since I was in high school. Christ.
Naruto,
and
I'm halfway
still
through.
Going?
Look at this. Sorry, I'm caught up on Naruto, and I'm halfway through Boruto. I mean, aside from people just making up any old shit. That sounds like you're making it up.
What is Boruto? Is it the story of when Naruto goes to Mexico and just eats burritos all the time?
I want a Boruto!
And has a dodgy Mexican accent despite being Japanese.
Well, he went to Mexico and, just stayed there so long.
As I said on my Klingon stream on Wednesday, when you're learning a language, you've got to go all in on the accent.
You've got to go, absolutely, balls
there
deep.
There you go. That's what Naruto has done.
See, Naruto is a character.
Yes.
But Boruto sounds like it's made up, potentially.
Maybe it's his brother, because the Japanese will pronounce that extra O in like brother. They wouldn't say brother; they'd say borada.
Oh, okay.
So maybe Boruto is his borada.
There are two types of people: people who love musicals and people who don't realise they love musicals. Correct. Boruto is Naruto and Hinata's son. Google it; it's real. I won't Google it. I don't give a shit. On the next episode. Thank you. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, Goku will walk from point A to B. Find out next episode 278.
Dragon Ball's still going as well.
No, it's just what I mean. Is anime really just shit? Is it just shit? With the exception of Spirited Away.
Some of it is. Some of it totally is. a lot of anime is still majorly sexist and objectification-y. That's why I don't like it. Some of it's cool.
I mean, when I was younger, when I was before today, and I was
younger.
You
were younger yesterday.
I was
for
younger.
example.
Yes, I do not stay in a state of arrested development. Yes, I mean I love Princess Mononoke and all those good Ghibli stuff. That's probably my sort of brand of anime that I like, but. That true form of anime that we're My Hero Academia.
Serialized anime.
Serialized anime.
Probably not for me. Movie anime.
I think
it's...
serialized anime is a cynical license to print money, he says, getting slightly started, on kids like my nephew and my niece, not the ones that are in the stream, but just like, here, have 500 episodes of ostensibly the same old shit. And it's like, oh my god. In My Hero Academia, they did, and all I hear is, and so just like that's how I feel about anime. Damn, no need to be so harsh. Don't get me started. Anyway,
we are here to trigger you. That is the point.
Where's the thing? There's my face is next to it as well.
Do we believe what we're saying? You decide.
Yes, protracted as fuck. My Hero Academia can suck my taint.
You fit in well on this show.
My Hero Academy has been sexualized so much to the point I hate the anime.
Well, that's all anime basically.
Yeah, surely that's like
I watched. It wasn't even strictly an anime, but the new Voltron series.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. And so I was like, I'm enjoying this. I will attempt to find some like-minded individuals with whom I can discuss the Voltron on Facebook. And in every single fucking face group, it was just people fan-fictioning all kinds of horrific sexual bullshit between them all. And I'm like, no! They get in a giant fucking lion robot and kill stuff! What the fuck is this? No!
It's a whole new world, and not in the cool Aladdin way. Things that I'm happy about, I'll tell you this as we break into things that are hap. Just that's, by the way, that look on my face was me reading what Rue wrote and just like not understanding what anything is. Vaccine. I've been vaccinated. Guess who's fact? Back again. AB's fact. I am telling you. Tell a friend. You, all of you. I said it to the woman today as I drove up in my car. This is me driving in my car. I don't know.
I am driving in my car.
Etc. Etc. And I said it to the woman, and she did giggle charitably in a way that was much like that, just like. And then I got Hit in the arm, and so
I was vaccinated in my car.
She did not say ha ha because she, didn't find it funny at all. But I now am vaccinated, so I've double vaccinated, everything's happy, and all I need to wait now is the
waiting period.
Yes, and the illness that's probably going to arrive over this weekend. But anyway, that's my hap.
Well, you took your sweet time, to be honest.
Yeah, unbelievable. Not all of us can have that. The sweet inroad to it. Oh, I didn't. Still have not met the elusive Tamsinaki's sister, who's apparently a nurse there. Still not seen her. So, anyway, vaccine, woohoo indeed.
Did you share your vaccine card online? Yes. Is your Facebook frame now adorned with I've been vaxxed?
Do you know what? I wasn't.
Look at me, I've been vaxxed.
Thank you, Aletha. Thank you for that. As I arrived back at my house, as I was getting out of my car, I thought I can change my frame now, and that'll be funny. And Jez will see it, and then people will see it, and then we'll be able to do a thing here where we joke about it.
I will fucking DDoS you.
And you'll be just like, la la la, etc. and talking about it, right?
That was a good impression. That's exactly like I sound.
But that was all happening in my head, right, instantly. I was like, I could do this thing. Whoop, 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 getting a raid going on. Do you notice how they're walking in a row now? Instead of the raid icon being a zombie.
Oh yeah.
That was the raid walking in. That was the raid coming. This is me walking. Raid, Peppa Piggy, welcome in.
Peppa Piggy.
I love it.
That's great.
Chicken Roo, a friend for Roo.
There you go.
Chicken Roo, Roo.
I've no Chicken Roo, and I had never put that together. So there you go.
Grams, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much for raiding. Don't get me started. Thank you for bringing your community in from whatever you've been doing. No doubt some sort of code namesy kind of stuff. This is Don't Get Me Started. I'm Alex. This is Jeremy. If you guys don't know, thanks for joining. If you've never been here before, this is the Ranty podcast where we rant and get angry about stuff that winds us up. And feel free to join in. And
we should probably say, coming from Ms. Ice, who is very polite and quaint, this is not a family-friendly show.
It isn't. This is not family-friendly.
We will say fuck shit and various other.
Yes, we will swear.
Swears.
You also can swear, and it doesn't define us, but we will say it. So welcome in. I told them you have the H word.
A word.
I was going to say A word. The A word. I was thinking what the H word is. No, it's like
this is a new swear.
Yes. I am defined by swear words. Welcome in, Future Wolfington. Thank you very much for coming in as well. It's all happening. This is basically two guys drinking and getting mad at random shit.
Not even drinking.
Yeah, not even drinking. But by the way, Roo, that is precisely like the elevator pitch for this entire show. It's like two guys drink, mostly wine when they do, or cocktails, and get angry about shit and wind people up. That's largely, yeah. Don't say fuck or bugger, except we can say both of those
things. It's not don't say, it's literally don't fuck or bugger.
I see.
Because that is against Twitch terms.
Yes, I would not do that.
No.
They have a word. I don't say a lot, but I did say that, and probably a couple of people spewed their drinks. It's like a team. Is that like a team? A team. It's the A team. Right. I have lost all train of thought about what I was talking about. What were we talking about before the raid happened? Does it matter? Vaccines.
I think we'd thoroughly
exhausted it.
Put that to bed. Yeah.
Should I tell you what? Hey, Jesus, is that a coffee cup or a soup bowl day planner? I'll tell you what, it's a coffee cup, but it's a beautiful. It's really nice. They do these in Steep Street in Folkestone, which, coming from Oklahoma, you won't ever have a course to ever go to Steep Street, but it's a coffee shop near where we live.
He's going to come and visit.
Oh, if you come over, I'll take you there.
He doesn't know it yet, and has never really suggested or expressed any interest in doing so, but he is.
This is when I want to impress people. I'm going
to take him to Wales.
I bring out the nice crockery, right? And Alex was right. I missed a word. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. I think that's lovely. And Captain Brilliant was round the other day, and Captain Brilliant loves Steep Street, and Captain Brilliant loves the crockery that they have there. And I gave him his coffee in that, and he didn't even blink. He didn't say, Do you know? I'd expect him just to say, "Oh my god, is that the same cut from Steep Street? That's so cool. That's so cool." But he was just like, by the way, there's a massive stain down here where Captain Brilliant just dropped his coffee. He was just balancing his coffee on his leg and it just went everywhere. Just like, so I probably shouldn't give him the nice crockery. Is this an advert break? Oh dear. Anyway.
Today's stream is sponsored by Steep Street.
Steep Street.
And the wonderful cups that they provide.
You can buy one online. They'll send it to you probably. Who knows?
Are
Jez,
you guys...
that's the guy's name. Yes, it's Jez.
Shut up, Roo. Are you guys pro-vaccine or against it? Pro.
I just got my vaccine. That was what we were saying.
Yeah.
I got my second... Why am I doing this? I'm not playing charades. 2 syllables.
Put it
sounds
right
like...
in there, but it's fucking
Sounds
in my
like
veins.
crack. And second word... You can't... I love vaccines and I've had mine. He's had his. We're both completely...
Just thought someone's coming.
I don't know. My brain doesn't work.
Sponsored by Heinz Beans. Please stop defacing our products.
Personally, I'm a big fan of my improved Wi-Fi signal. Don't know about anybody else. Well, I mean, it's 5G, baby. 5. What are you waiting for?
I'm still waiting for my 5G. Still stuck on that 4G plus bullshit.
Shall we leave this section? I think we've
Yes.
tapped it out and go on to the section that is squelchy in the extreme, so that the new raiders that come in, anyone that's new, get to see the segment that we like to call going viral.
Nice bit of ASMR. Right.
Yes.
Over to me then, because
Yes.
this is the bits that I preferred. But
Do enjoy the bubbling.
I've tried this week
Yes.
to be a bit less triggery than usual, a bit more tame, and just generally discuss
What's happened to you?
world events, current affairs,
Yes.
that kind of thing. And so I'm going to have to preamble a little bit.
Hey, I love a
Okay.
bottom preamble.
And you can join in, chat, and as I ask this question to Alex. When you were young,
Yes.
I mean a lot younger,
10 years ago.
I mean way younger than that even, like I'm talking formative years,
Oh,
child,
yes.
as early as you can remember, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I
What was your major aspirational kind of career job?
I wanted to be a TV presenter.
I wanted to be a TV presenter.
Like, yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, seriously, that was the earliest like job that I wanted.
That's definitely, it was what I wanted to do.
I even applied to, what the fuck was that show called? I think it was called Dig It, Saturday morning CITV.
Okay, I don't know it, but
type kids show.
definitely put it in the chat, by the way. Say what you want to
Absolutely,
do. I
yeah,
love that. I
yeah.
think that's really cool, definitely.
I even applied. They had an opening for a like child presenter, and I even
really?
applied for it. Like took some like photographs and stuff, and then,
To apply.
And then I didn't get the job because Fern Cotton did.
And look at her now.
Fucking Fern
That could have
Cotton.
been you.
Could have been me. So TV presenter. Let's see what everybody else.
Well, Goblin wanted to be a pirate.
Nice.
Peppa Piggy wanted to be a teacher. Did you become a teacher? Milkman. A milkman. That's amazing.
That's cool. I like that. Marine biologist. That's a good one. Don't let your dreams be dreams. What's that from? People have said that to me several times this week.
Yeah, I've heard that.
What else we got?
I wanted to be an accountant, says Keris.
Oh yeah, you did.
I also wanted to be a TV presenter until I got a bit older and realised that wasn't going to work. I don't know when it was I stopped. I think I always wanted to be a TV presenter. I think even now I would. And
Yeah.
I think actually I'm closer to it now than I was as a kid, which probably should be the right way to think about it. But as a kid, I saw people doing Blue Peter, and I really thought that. And Blue Peter, if you don't live in England, was like a kids' TV kind of show.
It's a magazine show.
Like
for
a
children.
magazine show is
Yeah,
definitely the word
yeah.
I was searching for, and it was presented by these guys, and I just thought I could do that. I wanted to be Perry Mason because you want to be a lawyer. Oh my god! So you watched a lot of Perry Mason, who was not played by Sean Connery, and just wanted to be. Well, Perry Mason like never lost a case. I think. Well, he lost one case.
And then he died.
He lost the case
I assume.
of the terrified typist. It's
I've
the
never
only
seen
case that Perry Mason ever lost.
Perry Mason.
That's trivia for you. Remember that shit. Set and costume designer for theatre. Oh, that's fucking incredible. I love it. Oh, so I switched to waitress. Sugar. I wanted to be asleep. Well, Rue,
Congratulations.
don't let your dreams just be dreams, Rue.
You are excelling at life.
I found a note that we wrote in school that I kept, and apparently I wanted to be an author and a horse rider. Well, then you could be like, who's that? Like Jilly Cooper is an author and a horse rider, so you know.
Well, let's not throw that A word around too strongly when we're talking about Jilly Cooper, shall we? She puts words to paper. I wouldn't call her a
I did also
Perry Mason is played by Matthew Rhys,
who is Welsh.
Matthew
Where you're
Rhys.
going, apparently. What? Well, Wales.
Who's Matthew Rhys?
I don't know.
And do you not mean Matt Ryan?
While you're thinking about that, I'm just going to read the Invasion McMikey.
He's also Welsh.
Wanted to be an author and write for Doctor Who. I think that's something you could definitely do. I mean, I've read some of the stuff that is coming out of Doctor Who, and there definitely needs some fresh blood in that. There's a lot of this happening, all in a segment that you're going to come into at one point.
I'm just enjoying this.
I'm enjoying this as well.
So the reason I asked that question is that lots of children, an aspirational job for them, something that when you ask a child what they want to be, lots of children will say astronaut.
Okay.
And
no one has said it here tonight yet.
The reason I bring this up, because the bit of news that has gone viral this week is that all of a sudden, in 1 week, astronaut is the most in-demand job vacancy in all of Europe.
Is there a reason why? Is there a correlation?
Yes.
Okay.
So, the ESA, the European Space Agency, opened up a vacancy for an astronaut. Just an open casting call.
Yes.
As an astronaut.
Anyone can play guitar.
And so they have had a record number of applicants for this job.
Did you apply for it? Much like
I didn't, because I'm.
You didn't want to get.
I'm only now finding out, and also I didn't want to I wanted to stay in my lane. I didn't want to dilute the TV presenter.
You didn't want Fern Cotton to beat you to yet another job.
Fucking Fern Cotton. But 22,000 people applied to this single astronaut job.
There's one 20. Oh, man.
I think there's one job. Well, we may get to that, and that's 3 times as many as applied to their last recruitment round in 2008.
Wow. I mean,
okay. Let me just. A record number of women have applied as well. So they took her jobs. Woman. 5,419 this year compared to 1,287 in 2008. General Josef Achebacher, who is the ESA director, massively committal about the whole thing, said, "This is probably historic." Thanks, guy.
Had a long time to come up with that.
Yeah,
it's hardly.
Hey, Mr. Director, how do you feel about this record number of applications that you've had for this job? It's probably historic, isn't it?
Before you give me a quote for this magazine, remember that in kind of terms of astronaut big quotes, you're going up against it's one small step for man. So you might want to give this one some thought. That's probably historic. You want to go with that? Okay, sure.
Yeah. I mean, they obviously don't have a HR department at the ESA.
It's not NASA, is it?
You're about to do some major interviews about this. These are the things you should say. It's probably historic. I don't know. Maybe.
He should have said the number of applicants was astronomical. That would have been better. And that's just off the top of your head.
So candidates from all 22 ESA member states applied, and all will be given an equal chance, regardless of how much their country of origin contributes to the ESA budget.
Right.
The fact that they have
it's
gone ahead and said that, to me, suggests the opposite. Why bring this up?
Guys, it's a meritocracy.
I'm just saying, doesn't matter how much money your country gives us, it's going to be open to everyone. Honestly, it's probably honestly, it's probably transparent.
There's so much good stuff in the chat at the moment.
Probably transparent. I wanted to see how many things there were. It doesn't say.
So tell them what they have to do.
Oh, there we go. The ESA said previously they're looking to recruit 4 to 6 staff astronauts, out of which at least 15% will be women. So you know who you're hiring already then?
Can you do that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And it does happen.
Okay.
There is a term for it that is escaping me.
Question here on this. This is an open thing anyone can apply, but surely do you have to not have a minimum entry requirement? Could I have applied for this?
I think anybody can apply, and then they would, yeet particular people without the skills. Diversity quota, that is the spirit of what I'm thinking. But, the Americans use the term more. It's not coming to me. Positive affirmation, something like that. Similar. Yeah, something like that. It doesn't matter. Affirmative action. Thank you.
Affirmative action. That sounds
That's the one.
That sounds very West Wing as well. I'm sure there's another. I'm sure that comes up. You silly Brits.
You silly Brits.
I just can't get around the fact that has applications closed. You don't know. I mean, you're not running this.
I'm not fucking Josef Achebacher.
You are not Josef Achebacher, chairman of the ESA, president of the ESA, director of the ESA.
So close.
Do you fancy going to space, Alex? No, actually, if I might. Well, actually, I'll answer that. Oh yeah, no, I will. I don't want to go to space. No. At the risk of saying the following words that we all like to hear, I did have an ex who did want to go to space.
Well, now what are you going to do?
Well, I can't. You never have alcohol. I'll catch it up next week. Space. I'm not Josef Achebacher. What a name, though, by the way. That guy's name is... by the way, Josef Achebacher is probably going to be my fucking character name for LARP.
And Wolfie Googled how to spell it as well.
Achebacher.
Or is a ESA nerd or something.
Achebacher! Yeah, I went out with a girl who really wanted to go to space, and that was only a few weeks into our relationship.
Fell in love with a girl. She really, 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 really wanted to go to space, yeah.
You remember the girl? Well, time there was a girl from Mars. She did actually want to go to Mars. I don't know if you knew that.
Achebacher sounds like a character from my Nate Tales.
I know, when I said it, I was really thinking about it. Achebacher!
And this would be where I'd put the character. If I had one.
There was a thing at one point where they were talking about, I don't know what actually happened about this, but there was a theory that they might say, we'd like to investigate Mars, but we could only get you there. We would never be able to bring you back again. So the idea would be to send people on a one-way trip to Mars and then colonise it, and we would never see them again, effectively.
Fuck that. The internet is going to be shit on Mars.
I know, right? Even with your portable 5G arms, it would be shit. Yeah. And she had said to me, being a big fan of this concept of like astronauts and space and stuff and going out and exploring Final Frontier, she said, have you seen that there's a concept or an idea or theory that they might send a whole bunch of people and you just never would see them again? And obviously I'm going out with her at the time. I'm like, I don't really want you to do that. Not that it was a reality, right? You understand it wasn't a reality, but like the concept, she was like, I would do that in a heartbeat. If I could do it, I would leave everything behind to do that. And I was like, wow. Like,
it's basically Space 1999.
It's just, I couldn't imagine. I am the opposite. She was so much like, I would, in a heartbeat, without even a second thought, without even a first one, get me on that.
I mean, this doesn't speak well for you as, her partner. Like,
no,
I'd fuck off in an instant.
I know. Well, actually, I don't want to reveal who it was, but I did have a friend once say, like, after we'd known that person for quite a long time, oh, well, if I had the opportunity just to go to Canada, I'd just go to Canada immediately. And I'm like, but what about all your friends? And that person said, well, I'd just make new friends. And I was just like, oh, okay. And that's Canada, a place you can go.
A place that you could visit.
A place that you could visit. Can you imagine if someone said, I'm going to Mars and there's nothing you can do to stop me? By the way, everything we've learned about Mars, from Babylon 5, Total Recall, every board game ever released on Mars, ill-advisedly, has told us that Mars is a fucking shithole. Anyway, so
Do I know this ex, by the way?
Yes, it's Kelly.
Oh. I thought it might be.
It's Kelly. Of course it's Kelly. She digs that sort of shit. And fairness to her, she loved that sort of stuff. But...
What's up, dudes? Mars is not a shithole.
Mars is a shithole.
Right, Lux.
Anyway. There you go. That was how I felt about it. How many exes do you have, Alex? They have some varying ideas. I know, but they all have one central idea, and I'm the...
I feel there was some kind of bit you could do about that.
I had the same amount as
some kind of routine or something.
I did a routine about the same amount as Doctor Who's. I think the answer is 14. Wait, isn't it? It was 13. It's 14 now. I don't know. I'm the common denominator, so it may well be my fault. So look out, world. Mars is red and dusty. Yes, it is.
If you're going to enter a relationship with Alex Borton, you better be prepared to
be talked about on this stream in the future. In 2 years' time,
that relationship with Alex Borton.
Yeah. Maybe to Mars. I really love playing Guess the X when you tell these stories. It is kind of fun, I guess. Unfortunately, but that's an easier one to do, really, because she really did dig it. And in fairness, it's great to have something you care about so much that you want to get on a plane and never come back again, because surely that is the final frontier. I mean, how can you? We kind of even conceive of what it'd be like to go into space. So few people have got that experience. It blows my mind that you might just go, oh, by the way, yeah, you've got the job, you're going to space. That's not bonkers anyway.
Guy next to Alex, I'm so used to seeing you with a hat on. It looks so weird now seeing you without it.
I don't.
Sucks to be you, man.
Sucks to be rude.
Right. So.
Yes.
That was number one.
That was a viral thing.
The second is a video, because I like to throw in a video.
Oh, I like a video.
And I hope that the volume works for us as well as them, because that's been a thing. So
okay,
I'm going to play the video and then we'll chat about it.
We came back from doing our shopping and we saw this in the windscreen wiper of our car. It says, please do not park in parents' parking. If you do not have kids, your registration and vehicle has been reported and also given to centre management. In future, keep these parking areas available to those who need them for everyone's safety, not for your convenience. Now, I know you can't really see this because of the window's reflections, but if you look in the window of our car, you can clearly see a child's seat and also child's beanies. So do I need to put one of those stick figure family stickers on my car to prove I have children?
And this is a larger conversation.
So, someone lives in a place and parked somewhere they're allowed to park, and then someone put a note on their windscreen to say, like, please don't park where you're allowed to park, because it's for people who are like you that are allowed to park there, not people like you who are allowed to park there. This falls under the heading of people not minding their own fucking business.
Yeah.
So many people in the world not minding their own fucking business. And thinking that... I mean, just think for just a moment before you write something like that. Marjorie, I've got to write it.
Speaking of not really thinking before writing things, fun fact, there's no legal requirement for parent-child parking. It's a dick move, but it's not actually banned. Yes, well, I think dick move is the...
But it's true, thing. I mean... but to that point, there is even less of a remit to to put a little notice on it. It's like, A, there's no actual real legal standpoint on this, so you can go fuck yourself, but B, you're still wrong. Yes, a plane to space. Wouldn't it be a wonderful thing?
Before I ask who is the guest, you can ask that, Lux, unlike Rue, because you haven't been here.
I don't think has Luxy P not been in.
Not been in.
Welcome in, Luxy.
I'm Jez, also known as the Jez Show. You may have seen me in the chat on some of Alex's other streams.
Yes, this is Jeremy, and
this is our show. Don't get me started.
This is our show, and it's a wonderful show. Every Friday at 9 o'clock, we're either here or over in
Jez House.
Jez House, yeah, absolutely. Would you mind just scrolling up just slightly to make sure I haven't missed anything? Oh, I'd date Alex. Hey, yeah, you would.
And he'd break up with you. Just so that you had another X on the tally.
Do any of my exes watch this? No, not one of them has.
Not knowingly.
I don't believe they have. The most obvious one, the most recent one, who knew that I was doing it, has definitely not. Because she told me. And I don't believe anybody else. So I can just say with impunity anything I fucking like about my ex-girlfriends, and they will never ever watch this shit.
I think one of them might have dipped in.
No, I don't believe it.
From conversation with, a person who is still very much a friend with that ex.
I don't.
Just to see what it's like. I don't think
Yeah. I think I'll be fine.
I'm not a religious viewer.
Or,
I mean, who gives a fuck anyway? It's not like you call her a cunt or anything. It's just...
No, none of them. They're all lovely, you know, and I just have wonderful anecdotes about them. And it just comes up out, you know, naturally because they're a big part of my life. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about?
We were ignoring Duncan the Singer because he put in some egotistical arrival.
Did he? I missed it. I wish I'd seen what he said now. Welcome in, Duncan. And yes, Lux, if you want to drop a follow to Jez...
and it should go bling de bling directly below, just like you're following me on my own channel.
Yes, you could drop him he is at
that's how slick
the
things
Jez
are.
Show, and we could drop him a shout out if our mod.
He has been very good at shouting me out throughout.
What, tonight?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
He has. Okay, I haven't
as he
seen
does.
He's really good at it, but
for you when we're on my channel,
he is really good at it. I just haven't spotted it because I sometimes look at you like this, you see, and I should look back. There you go.
Duncan stepped in, and I think actually he might have done it at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. He already did it.
Oh, he did. Okay, fair play.
Yeah,
Nice one.
cool. Good work.
Sometimes the chat goes quite quickly. There's only that amount of space for it.
There's some hot modding.
Yes.
And there it is. Thank you very much for the follow.
Well, there it is. Thanks very much. Yes.
Have
Yes.
yourself a little squirrel.
So, people putting notes. I am doing my damn job. Yes, Jaeger, chill. Chill ye. I didn't see it, old chap. There's like 6 lines there. Calm down. Goodness me. Yeah, because you weren't. That's why. It's just like...
Hey, do you know what? Maybe we should leave Jaeger a note and tell him to fucking shout me out every once in a while.
Maybe we should.
You know? Just stick it right on his forehead. Like, Jaeger, why don't you fucking shout me out? You know?
Everybody break out the bits. 100 bits. Thank you very much.
Very
Future.
kind and
Very
generous.
kind. Never gonna be president now. What the fuck? Yes. Are people just fucking... Do you know, when you park badly, or when you do any... Have you ever had a note put on your car?
No.
I have never.
No, I've never either.
Has anyone here had a note put on their car?
I mean, if I was...
Pico, welcome in. Thank you very much
Pico's
for dropping
lurking
some
about
bits.
here. If
Fuck the pair of you.
If I was to see... No, what am I trying to say? I've forgotten.
Thanks,
Never
Kev.
mind. What I was trying to say was, if I ever did anything wrong,
Yes.
parking wise or whatever,
Yes.
and then somebody saw me get out of the car,
Mm-hmm.
I would expect they would leave a note rather than confront me because I'm rather large.
Yes.
But also, I don't know.
I had a note, says Duncan, put on my car saying, sorry, I put a hole in your car. But, like, not sorry enough to leave their details?
No, that's more of a gloating type thing, isn't it? Yeah.
That is shit. Hey, your father, thanks.
Say,
Oh,
39's an interesting number, but I like that. And now, with the third 100, it kicks off a hype train.
hype train. Whoop whoop.
Choo choo!
Thank you very much for...
They changed it to red now. That's interesting.
I don't know whether that's because I selected red as my option, because I'm a red guy.
There you go.
Thank you very much, guys, for dropping bits. Indecisive Elf is here. The gang's all here.
Chugga chugga. I got a note on my car once. I parked at the side of the road legitimately, and someone parked later opposite me. And I got a note from the person whose house I parked outside saying, don't park here in case someone parks on the opposite side of the road and then can't get out. Yeah.
Do you know what? Duncan used to live in a place where everyone would park outside of their house, like, directly. They'd want to park even if it inconvenienced other people or made the spaces too big of a gap. Future, thank you very much for dropping another 100 bits there. I really appreciate all the love that's flooding in at the moment.
He's just trying to buy you another planner that you're not using.
Day planner. Hey, my planner's a wonderful planner. It's very planny. I threw all my bits for this amazing duo.
It's very kind of you.
Thank you very much. Keris, drop in some bits. All these bits, by the way, if you get to the top of this hype train, you get, and you've given 100 bits or a sub or whatever.
Yeah, that
You
if
get emotes.
if you are involved in this hype train because you want the cool emotes and stuff, you should know that there is a minimum that Twitch will give it for. It's 100 bits or a gifted sub.
Yes.
So if you're doing this for the emotes, make sure you've met the minimum or you'll be disappointed.
Yes, I won't, because the bits will arrive anyway, but you know. But thank you very much. Yeah. I can't remember what I was just talking about, but Yeah, I had a note on my car once asking me not to park in the customer parking of a business as I was taking up room for customers, except the parking spaces were empty the entire time. So what was the fucking point? There's always people who have a problem with this shit. Yeah, people used to park outside Duncan's house. Just go, that's my house, so I will park within that bit.
Yeah.
Therefore, just to screw everybody else up. Like, fucking
and there's
unbelievable.
no fucking knowing where Duncan used to live. That there is no room for parking there. Full stop.
No,
so if somebody doesn't park well, then there's nothing. I fucking hate driving through there.
Yeah,
it's bullshit.
You do need to get past the first level in order to do it. It's not super necessary to do so, except that Duncan gifted.
There you go.
Just gifted.
Gifted one to Future Wolfington. There you go.
Hey, that's cool.
That seems like a deliberate choice, and I wholeheartedly approve. Very well deserved.
Very cool. Thank you very much for increasing the hype train there. Whoop, whoop. My car got hit 2 weeks ago, damaged the wheel arch, but unusually they didn't leave a note on the car, leaving their apologies. Cool. I know it's all just gone down a bit.
There you go. And
phone number for me to contact them about his insurance claim. So your car got hit 2 weeks ago, damaged the wheel arch, but unusually they didn't leave a note on my car, leaving their apologies. So they didn't leave you any details. They just damaged your car and fucked off.
Yeah, that tends to be my experience.
Fucking hell.
I just rock up to find a thing on my car and then have to.
Oh, some Kev dropping some bits for Rue. There you go.
go.
That's very kind, Kev. Thank you very much for coming in. You're in. Elf's in. Everyone's here. In New York, they have the opposite side parking. Okay to park on the right till 12 p.m. On the left after 12 p.m. I was late to move my car and someone parked opposite. The bus was stuck, but no note, but a ticket and a tow. Unbelievable. More bits dropping in. This place is getting bits heavy.
Also, the bits and subs are more expensive on mobile. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. You don't. By the way, if you can't afford this stuff, you do not feel encouraged to do it just to hit a thing. I very much appreciate that we're doing this. This does not, because sometimes when people do this, then they don't feel they can contribute. But just being in the stream,
absolutely hanging out is the coolest thing you can possibly do. So if you're here hearing our voices right now, you are doing enough.
Yeah, I like the hype train because it's fun to get involved in. But sometimes it gives that feeling that you need to be part of it, and then you feel bad by.
I like that the people
comparison.
The people get the things for the hype train. That's what I like. You get more shit to use on Twitch. What was I going to say? When did I cheer 1k bits? It's cumulative.
It is cumulative.
So if you have the 1k bit badge, it is cumulative.
So there is going to be also you can get there's an emote you can get for 1k. So
have you got one in there?
No, but I will. I just I've only got like 2 emotes anyways, 3 I think. So
yeah.
I've been trying to do the emotes, but that's a whole other story and it's boring. Right. Oh yes, the Nana K award.
Oh, there you go. He just pressed the button and it awarded it to.
Oh, I see.
That's even better.
Hey, Oh, I should do the Nana K award. Maybe if I do a stream tomorrow, which I don't know if I will or not. Shall we get to another segment? Because I feel like we need to refresh things. And have we expended viral based things?
Yes, I have finished all the virals. Yeah. Just to say really that I hate people. And the idea that anybody I don't think some people understand why those parent and child places exist.
No.
And actually how difficult it is to get a child out of a car if you cannot open the door fully.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. And so while I understand the sentiment of this person leaving a note, the idea that they're going to leave it on somebody who's actually doing the thing.
Do people want to pay attention? They just have to. I've got to write a note. Someone had to sit down and get a piece of paper and write a note.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And also a thing that I think should be a thing: temporary disabled badges.
Right.
Because when I broke my leg,
yes,
and could not walk large distances,
yes,
I was incapacitated for at least 3 months, and I thought I could really do with the ability to park in the disabled bay right next to the place I'm going.
Yeah, well, precisely, but you aren't able to do so without.
No, I checked. Yes. You can't even apply for a temporary one.
Music stream tomorrow. Yeah, you go. I don't. It won't be music if I do it. Well, actually, I don't know. What I was debating was whether I would stream tomorrow night, because normally that feels like every other 2 weeks I would do something. It would like a World Cup, but I don't know. Maybe games, or maybe I just won't.
Is there a stream of yours that isn't a music stream?
And everything's music. Yeah, everything's raindrops on roses. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether I'll do something, whether I'll just watch the football. I really don't know. But if I do anything, maybe I'll drop a Nana Care award, because I haven't done a Nana Care award in absolute ages.
Well, you can do it now if you want. This is your thing, remember?
No, I'll save it for another time, I think.
Fair enough. Yes, right. So, as we've got a chunk of people here,
Yes.
shall we do the segment we haven't done for a few weeks?
Yes.
And we discuss we should do
Yes.
later. Okay, this is the segment that we love to call Haters Gonna Hate.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
This is the funnest thing. Haters gonna hate. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Haters gonna hate is the segment where we will hate on shit. Even more than we have done already tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already started, and I'm not meant to get started, but I will get started about things that you suggest. I hate Jeremy, says Kevin.
Fair enough. You're not in an exclusive club there, I'm afraid.
You're not alone, in the words of David Bowie.
So the idea of this segment
Yes.
is that you choose things for us to hate on.
You do.
And the idea, the trick from you, is that you choose things that we won't want to hate on.
Yes,
Things that we
if you're
might
clever.
like.
Now, the problem with this is that a lot of stuff has been hated on over time,
It has.
but we'll soon find out if it has been when you suggest it. Do you want to just go up a little bit? Because I know there was something. Other than you being hated by Kevin,
Yeah, fair enough.
has Jez hated on Arrow yet?
I did.
I feel you
did.
have, yes.
One of the other times I wore this
have.
t-shirt. Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh, I see. And Elf is talking about disabled parking. You can just get what you want, apparently, in South Africa, I think, is
cool.
what's happening there.
I did like the look of South Africa
Yes?
on GeoGuessr. So
Oh.
maybe I'll move there.
Maybe. I don't know.
For no other reason other than...
It's better than Mars.
It looked fine. And
Presumably.
they are nice to
Maybe
disabled people.
maybe Elf or Kevin could give us a South Africa kind of tourist board rundown. It's like, come to South Africa. It's got ... Well, anyone can fill that in. I hate the Bears. What's up, bitches? What's up, USMC? Thanks very much for joining in. We're in Haters Gonna Hate. We're gonna hate on shit. People who wear shirts and don't do up the buttons. That's me. Well, do I hate myself? Do you want to hate that? I mean,
I'm with you. I don't do up the buttons if I do wear a shirt like that. So
I don't know how to hate on myself because I love this. Why would you know? I mean, I also do up the buttons, just not today. This is a sexy look. Don't tell me you don't like it, Goblin.
one of my pet peeves, and it's not even for other people, it's just myself. If I wear a shirt that is buttoned up, I must wear a tie. The thought of not covering the buttons actually gives me anxiety. I'm like, hide the buttons.
It depends on the
It's a weird
shirt.
idiosyncrasy of mine. I must cover the buttons.
Wait, is
Never wear a bow tie.
Is Jez's name Jeremy?
Yes.
Yes.
Jez is short for Jeremy.
Alex, hate on lean processes.
This sounds like a winner.
Okay, I can hate on lean processes. I mean, how do you hate on something? How must I hate on something I love?
Lean processes. How do I hate things?
Let me count the ways. The problem with lean processes, for a start, is that no one knows what the fuck you're talking about, Hannah. I was going to say that I'd have to define it first, and that's super dull. Time for an efficiency rant. What is that? You know, it's so hard to hate on something which is designed specifically to be, unhateable. But it's just a license to print money for people that are writing books. Do you know how many books and how many courses are written about lean?
I do.
Yes. Yes, so many. And I've got them all. I mean, sadly, I know all about... I sadly know about lean. They can't... Oh my God, no, what am I doing? No, this is so super dull. Lean and Six Sigma is the process by which you might make all the processes in your company run like clockwork and remove all the excess variables and waste and time and inefficiency just to make sure all your shit runs properly.
That does sound awful.
It's super fucking dull is what it is. Can you imagine a date with me where the first things I say is I'm a demand planner, kind of a big deal, do Six Sigma, and then all about lean planning, the 8 wastes, the 5 whys, and all about that, Pokeyoka, variables in, putting things in control. Where's she gone? It is the least interesting aspect. And by the way, it's just fucking common sense. I don't care how many fucking books you write on lean. It's basically if you make things simpler, things are going to get better. And people are selling their work for thousands and selling books for so much money, trying to get you to be sold on the simple concept that just do your job a little bit smoother. Just make things fucking simpler. It is a racket. That's what it is. That's what I hate about lean the most. Don't get me started on lean. It is a fucking racket. You know, like so many things, people are like, hold on a minute. Can we just teach the world the stuff that they actually already knew, that you could have just not been a dickhead about working? That's the problem with fucking lean. Oh my God. I was joking. Fuck lean. Do you know, I actually did say fuck lean. There was a guy that used to run the lean stuff when I was working at Breaks. And this guy would go on about it like it was the second coming. And ultimately I'm like, yeah, I get it. We just work smarter, not harder. I get it, we work smarter. And he put, you know that meme of, I think it's Charlie in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's got the big pin board and he's like standing there with all the pins. And he's like,
I know what you mean.
Like that. And my mate, who was doing all the lean, just had a big board with all that stuff on it. It's like, lean, lean, lean. And I'm like, so we work smarter. And he's like... And I'm like, yeah, it's as simple as fucking that. And I said, oh, mate, fuck lean. And that cascaded into a whole other thing, which I'm not going to go on about. But anyway, yeah, fuck lean.
The original working title of Jolene.
Fuck lean, fuck lean.
There it is.
Fuck lean, fuck lean.
That was the thing. I had to like turn on the powers of parody and punnery yesterday.
Oh yeah.
In Tamsin's absence, I felt like I had to.
Hey, yeah,
that
you're
void.
nailing that.
Yeah. She's here tonight, so I got him started. Yes, you did. You might want to answer that.
Yeah, off topic, but what are these rewards I can redeem? What, the haps and naps?
You missed that. So.
Yeah, that's a segment which is called This Is Happening, Lux, and what happens with that is that we share our haps, which are good things, and naps, which are bad things for the week. But we do that at the very start, so you've kind of missed that, unfortunately. Come to South Africa. We've got a president who stopped and cancelled an entire press conference because someone stole his iPad. I'm sold.
Sounds like my kind of energy. I hate those people who hold glasses or cans from the top with their hand over the opening. Well...
What, like this? Like that?
Like that. Now allow me...
Oh, mate!
...to give you a reason why that exists. Why were you doing that?
No, but I just totally agree with him.
The only time I would consider that acceptable is if you are drinking outside in the summer.
Okay.
As a measure of keeping
like what,
wasps and bees out of your beverage.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to like guzzle down on some fresh bee. That's not going to end well for you.
Can we get that on a t-shirt? You don't want to guzzle down on some fresh bee.
There should be like an ad quote. I'm going to add an ad quote section to my channel.
I have no idea what we're talking about. I had to get started on lean. I wish I hadn't. There's no way to talk about it. There's nothing funny about lean. I really don't know. You got me started, honestly.
Yeah. Well, it worked.
Fresh bee.
No thanks.
No
I'll
thanks.
take that canned stuff. Processed bee.
Just say no. Yeah, I never heard of lean before. Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm not going to talk about it now. But if you want to learn about it, I'll tell you about it. You don't, by the way. But it is really cool. Ladies in the club be like, tell me about lean. I don't imagine a date I'm ever going to have in my life where I just start saying, so lean processes, you know. How's your process? What do you do for a living? They'll be like, oh, I work in a factory and I do this stuff. And I said, hey, how are your processes? What are the variables like? Are they out of control? How do we pin them down? What can we do about that? Can we remove the waste from it? Where's everything based? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Starting to understand why you've got so many exes.
Shout out to my ex. I've dated that guy. I am not that guy. I know it sounds hard to believe. You date me, the things you get are, well, probably chat like this and lots of singing about musicals and theatre. That's the real thing. You get to drink wine and talk about musicals. What's not to like? Not anything lean. Shout out to my ex. Check out Alex Sex over at
Alex Sex.
Alex Sex is banned on Twitch under terms of service.
Thank fuck for that. Dear oh dear.
Shout out to my ex. My ex did know about lean, actually. Crazily, there you go.
Considering you met at a conference.
Yeah, I met her at a conference about sales operational planning processes. Please talk to my boss about lean. Maybe then she'll pay me to make you stop, because she's certainly not paying me for anything else. This is a shout out to Alex. I must admit he is the best. Right. What are we fucking hating on? Because what are we hating on? I want to hate on some shit that isn't lean. Or something for Jeremy to hate on. If not,
then we'll crack on.
We'll move on to something else. So hate on each other. Oh, you did say that. Yeah, there was we said we weren't. That came up before.
Yeah, we don't hate on people we know.
No.
Positivity. Hate on positivity.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, saying that, I mean, someone does hate on positivity in our Am I the Arseholes coming up. So maybe we could save the hating on positivity. In my hand, I have a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Hate on Matt Hancock. Oh.
It's too easy.
Mate.
And also, I don't politics, so I haven't kept up on the current bullshit that he's done.
I saw a picture of Matt Hancock, I think, kissing someone that wasn't his wife. And it went on Twitter. I could be wrong. Stop me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a picture of him kissing this woman, and he had his hand on her ass, and it wasn't his wife. And like, the thing was, that wasn't even the problem that the person from Twitter had. It was just like, this person obviously isn't in a bubble with this person and is within 2 meters, so it's like breaking all COVID rules. And that's before we get onto the infidelity. So
Power Rangers, I've hated on Power Rangers.
You must have hated on Jeopardy.
I want to say episode 5. I've hated on Jeopardy. That's already been done.
Alex has actively hated on me on this podcast.
That's
have
true.
I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Oh.
we made an exception for Elf. I don't know why.
Yeah, she's special or something. Did I hate on you? Well, I don't really know Elf well enough to kind of contravene that rule. I think that's fine. If I don't know you very well, you're probably going to get hated on.
Jeremy, I'm feeling generous. Hate on football. Football's coming home.
What, the song?
Or just the whole
concept.
The whole fucking.
It's coming home, Jeremy.
Oh fuck.
It's coming home.
It's coming home, isn't it?
It's coming home,
isn't it? Yeah. Well, I don't give a fuck, to be honest, because it's not. It is not coming home, because this is the whole wider problem with football in this country, is that we consider it to be our national sport.
Yes.
Even though we are historically fucking terrible at it. And it's not even because we don't, put in the money and the training and the effort. It's because we're a bunch of fucking cunts and we can't teamwork anything, let alone sport. You look at the Premier League and it's just an abyss of bullshit fucking, we're just going to throw money at the situation and bring in X international striker from X country. And we'll then try and integrate them with the team, except we're not going to integrate them with the team because it's fucking football and it's not a team game in the grand scheme of things. You end up with 4 or 5 different prima donnas on a team of 11 who all want to fucking go for themselves, and that trickles down into everything, even in fucking school when you're playing like football with the lads in school.
Sorry, I'm reading shit.
Yeah, very good times. I like that.
It is good. It's really good.
Even when you're playing football in school with your friends, it's like, I want to score the goal. I've got to score the goal. It's not about the process of scoring and the winning as a team. It's like, oh no, I scored a goal. I scored the fucking goal. I scored the goal, and it's just bullshit. It's all about the money. It's all about the bullshit fucking idea of like this fucking stupid 3 p.m. rule in football where you can't broadcast a game at 3 p.m. to try and encourage ticket sales. I'm like, all right, really? that's a great idea in like 1982, but in 2021 it's a fucking bullshit thing. Yeah, on a Saturday,
oh, really?
3 p.m. you can't try and watch football at 3 p.m.
Yeah, I mean,
where the fuck is the wine? Where the fuck is this? Don't you fucking start. You're part of the problem, Reese, with this Euro show that you're fucking
He's doing a Euro show. Plus, so Stroming Home is fucking genius. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And yes, we're all looking forward to it coming home.
So yes, it's not coming home. Nothing is coming home. You're terrible at the sport that you think is the best sport for this country. It's not going to happen. And again, Reese, don't you fucking start, because it's not happening for you either. None of the home nations are winning fuck all. We all suck at football. It's not a good sport anyway. It's bullshit. Go and watch literally any other sport.
You're really into it now. I love it. This is really
they're
good.
all much better. You can find any example of a sport that isn't bullshit outside of football and boxing. Fuck boxing too.
Stop.
Anything else? Anything else?
Don't believe us Welsh think it. We aren't that arrogant. The entire culture of football is awful. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. Who's going to win it?
Who gives a shit?
Belgium. But
nobody's going to win.
This is going to world's going to end before that happens. What is strange is that It's Coming Home, the song, the Lightning Seeds and Frank Skinner and David Baddiel, which is born out of Fantasy Football, which is a lot of fun.
I hate that.
I love
stuck
it.
in my head so bad.
I love it. I think it's a great tune. It's a banger. But
that and fucking Vindaloo.
I hate Vindaloo.
It's the same energy.
I guess it is in a way, but I don't know if it is, because when I first heard, I think the lyrics and everything is so fun in It's Coming Home, because it was like the Fantasy Football's a comedy show, so it's a comedy song, whereas Vindaloo is just Keith Allen just shouting shit in it. And I think Vindaloo is very much...
It's the same culture.
I really disagree. I have to say, I disagree. I think when me and Duncan were watching Fantasy Football with Baddiel and Skinner, it was all kind of just like very knowing jokes and fun little sketches and skits. And so the culture it came out of was like 90s TV, which was always quite fun. But Vindaloo was just like... And I honestly think they're very different things. But what I do think is that It's Coming Home has distorted into that now. Like, they are now identical, but I do not think that they started out identically, if that makes any sense. But anyway.
It probably jumped the shark when it didn't come home in 1996 when the song was released.
Yes.
And then 4 years later, or maybe even 2 years later for the World Cup, they re-released it. They just changed the line.
No, they shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But actually, I was talking to Doug about that the other day. Has anyone mentioned 66 yet? No, you are the first. The Lightning Seeds are joy, though. Yes, the Lightning Seeds are amazing, and if you want to hear some good Lightning Seeds, just get Jollification, because it's a fucking gem, that album. Of which It's Coming Home is not on that album, in case you were wondering about that shit. Oh, what a fucking album. What a fucking album. You really...
Jollification.
That is one of the songs. It isn't. That was well hated on, though.
Thanks.
And rightfully and righteously.
I was throwing a softball there because I do
underarm.
Genuinely hate that shit. So
best album I found in a charity shop. Find that in a charity shop. Fuck me. Jollification. Guys, you got Spotify. It won't cost you anything. Just listen to Jollification. It's such a great album. You already know like 3 of the songs on it, I'd imagine.
Alexa, play Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You're welcome.
It's Coming Home. It has now become a... It doesn't even mean anything. What's worse about it is that it kind of now falls in line with this kind of jingoistic national pride misplaced.
And that is one of my major problems with...
Do you know what I mean? Because it could not be a worse time, because when it first got released, It's Coming Home was just a joyful kind of dickheadery of Baddiel and Skinner, and now it's come in line with a time when everyone's becoming more insular. And did you see this week they're getting schools to sing a kind of national song, like
what's it called? One Britain, one nation,
one nation,
like
Strong Britain, strong whatever like that. So like now you're making kids sing a nationalist kind of song in assemblies, and everyone's saying It's Coming Home. Suddenly it's taken on a whole different hue, which I dislike. But anyway, this bit getting a bit politically. Way Willies, way who gives a shit? Hey, way. Anyway,
it was like something you'd see in North Korea. Well, you wouldn't see anything in North Korea. That's the point of North Korea.
But I know what you mean.
You don't know
yeah, it's a bit kind of like Boris forever.
They should have just gone with that. It's certainly more catchy.
Boris forever. Don't you usually sing an anthem or some shit anyways? Well, we have the national anthem, which is God Save the Queen. Mm-hmm. And then...
which on the surface is fine, you know. Save.
It's a bit of a dirgy song, but ultimately it's about saving the Queen. Yes. And if you don't like the monarchy, you don't care.
And it used to be Rule Britannia.
Yes, it used to be Rule Britannia.
People have been trying to go to bat for Rule Britannia and bring it back again.
Rule Britannia is certainly a bit more of an upbeat song.
I like the tune of Rule Britannia. Obviously, the negative connotations of the words. And
when Britain really ruled the world, waves,
Yeah.
when we were basically going over, murdering, killing, colonising, stealing every inch of land that we could find, Britain was great, and there's a lot of people who wish we were still doing that, so it's probably why it's best that we don't have that as our national anthem.
Kids don't sing anthems in schools, though. Tamsin, I'd like to introduce you to the country of, or the Principality of, Wales. In which we sung the national anthem regularly. Especially, speaking of jingoistic, when the Six Nations rugby was
They do in Wales.
They do in Wales!
They do in Wales! And they will do now, because...
Welcome
One
to Morning
Nation.
Assembly. Let's begin with a rousing Hyn Lad van Hardai.
Here, blood and high day.
Hyn Lad van Hardai.
And what is
Old
that?
land of my fathers.
Old land of my fathers. That sounds kind of cool.
I mean, the sexism. There are mothers there too. Doesn't rhyme though.
So kids don't sing anthems, but they are now in school singing One Nation, Strong Nation, One Nation, blah blah blah. It was in the news. They're all singing it. Everyone's. It's the catchy new cool hit that the world we're all going to be singing. Maybe.
God, I'm glad I'm not teaching in primary school anymore. I would not be able to restrain myself when they said, "Oh, and we're going to sing this song today." No, we're fucking not. Kids, fuck this. We're going outside and playing something that isn't football.
We're hating on anthems, really. That when you watch the football, admittedly,
And I will not.
and you will not. Sometimes I quite enjoy. The other day, I can't remember what was I watching the other day. I was round at my dad's. I can't remember what was on at the weekend. But I tell you what, I have never. I think it was the Wales game. I think it was Italy-Wales, and for a nation, and I could be wrong about this, but for a nation like Wales, which has so many wonderful singers, it just felt like they should not be mutually exclusive. If you are a footballer, you should also be able to sing well. But unfortunately, none of the current Wales squad can sing at all. Because I know this because I heard them sing their national anthem, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened here? It's almost like as a man they just went.
I think that that stereotype that Welsh people can sing is actually quite damaging to Welsh people, because the majority cannot. Don't get me wrong, if you can sing as a Welsh person,
Yes.
then you can belt it out.
Yes.
But that stereotype of every Welsh person can sing is not even remotely close to being true.
Even if it weren't the Wales team and it was another team regardless, but like it was almost like the mic came past every single one of those footballers, and every single one of those footballers were not only out of tune but god awfully out of tune. It was like that for everyone. It was like, and I'm just like, what I want is one land of our fathers coming out of that guy, just in the middle, but like not one. And sometimes I watch these national anthems and I'm like, oh, I look covetously on other people's national anthems, like the Marseillaise, the French national anthem, which is that's a great tune. That's a banging tune.
The problem is, we will never have a decent anthem because the dickheads who commission it or write it will always want this fucking nationalistic bullshit. Like the best anthems are not actually about the country,
Right.
or the culture of the country. They're just songs that fit generally with the ethos of the country.
The Italian national anthem is the best. Italy's anthem is a tune.
Which one's that?
I don't know how it goes.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I'm just.
Duncan, sing it. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Polish is pretty good. The Algerian national anthem has an excellent tune. And everyone knows he's amazing. What is the Italian national anthem? I just can't imagine. It's probably. I'm trying to think of an Italian
Stereotype.
sitcom that.
I've been trying
Is
to
it
get
like Shut Up Your Face by Joe Dolce? What's the matter, you? Hey, gotta you no respect. That's what it is. Hey, why are you
You're
looking
right.
at me?
That is a banger.
That is a banger.
Good job, Italy.
Joe Dolce, an
Wonderful
Australian.
choice of anthem.
It's not so bad. That's the camera. It's a nicer place. I'll shut up in your face. That would be incredible if that were the case. I presumed actually that it was the theme to A Lower Low was the French national anthem. There's no actual lyrics to that. Our team used to play the Italian national anthem in the car park to get ourselves fired up. We still lost most matches. Couldn't you just? There must have been couldn't you just play Sweet Caroline? Could someone just stop and go, guys, we're changing it. It's going to be Sweet Caroline.
Would you like to hazard a guess what the pump up song was for the American football team I used to play for in Wales, the South Wales Warriors. What was the pump-up song on the coach going to?
What was the team? Right, so
what do you think it is? Massively kind of Welsh manly men. What do you think the pump-up song was?
Was it Shampoo? Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
No, but you're in the right kind of energy ballpark.
Was it Venga Boys?
It wasn't. That's 2 on the nose.
That's really good though.
That's 2 on the nose. No.
Does anybody want to guess?
Yeah, keep guessing. If you want to guess,
1,000 miles.
I didn't expect other people to guess.
No,
Go right ahead.
Guess.
Go for it. I don't think you will because it's just so fucking ridiculous. And I can't say what I was about to say without it.
Don't say what you... Reach for the stars. That would be amazing.
That's a good one.
Reach.
Reese, stop just naming shit songs that you like, mate. Honestly. Mambo number 5. No.
Was it Mysterious Girl by Peter Andre?
No, but that's a tune. What I will say, in the way of a clue, it was used before it was repopularised by a certain high school singing show of the mid-2000s.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I won't guess anymore. But if you guess, I'll give you a gift sub to the channel.
Bam. Harmstone got it.
Oh!
It was Journey's Don't Stop Believing.
Oh, look at that, Duncan. So close, so close. All right, I'll sort you out for that. He's winning everything from me, that motherfucker. Unbelievable.
He's the new Duff.
Oh, my God. Damn you, Harmstone. Good. Don't stop, Billy. Actually, that is a good pump-up song.
It's not massively aggressive, though, is it?
You think
like,
that...
Considering you're about to go and smash people in the face as hard as you possibly can.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
Put people in the dirt. Fight for the ball in the air. That kind of stuff. It didn't really rouse my confidence, I'll be honest. It's a good song. Love the song. It's not really all about it as a pump up.
I'm going to do this later, but I will give you a gift sub.
Cool. Yeah.
Barbie girl. Can you imagine if it was Barbie?
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Journey, Don't Stop Believing. Incredible.
Well, we've thoroughly hated.
We have hated.
On the segment we like to call Haters Gonna Hate.
Yes.
Where would you like to go now?
Well,
do you have anything that you may wish to jettison, or shall we move right through to the finale?
I think we should go to finale. It feels like finale time. It's 22, coming off 20 to 11. I don't have anything specifically I want to put in the sea.
Mm-hmm. I do, but it can wait. Okay,
we'll leave it. But I haven't got anything I'm desperate.
It only pissed me off literally as I pulled up outside your house, so
I had a slight thing I could put in the sea, but I think the sea can rest easy. And we'll go on to the segment that we all love and we like to call Am I the Asshole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Just a small town girl.
And what is this segment that we like to call Am I the Asshole, for anybody tuning in for the first time?
If you've not been here before, what we do is we take, well, normally 2, but we've actually got 3, you lucky people.
Spoiling you.
3 Am I the Arseholes from the Reddit Am I the Arsehole, where people put things that have happened in their life to find out if they're the arsehole or not. Situations that have occurred in their life where they think maybe there's a possibility they might have been a bit of a dickhead. And as a result, they don't know or think they aren't and want confirmation and have asked the internet, am I the arsehole? 3 Am I the Arseholes must be nice. Well, we couldn't decide, so you get them all.
I love that goblin, by the way. Give Godzilla time to reorganise everything that's already in the sea.
Godzilla's got a lot of admin to do.
He's got some work to do, to be honest. Yeah.
Yes, you are. End of show.
Yeah, you do one, and then I'll do one, and then you do one.
Okay.
How's that?
Am I the arsehole for being annoyed by my girlfriend's zest for life? This was, the positivity one when Tams and Aki were saying hate on positivity. Let me address someone who does hate on positivity in this one. My girlfriend, 29, is a very lively and energetic person, but sometimes her behaviour is really annoying for me, 33. She wants me to share her joy for little meaningless things up to 5 times a day. It's tiring. Yesterday, we went on a hike, and she was constantly admiring the nature. The grass has reached an impressive height. These ducks have babies. Look, 3. Nature is healing my soul. Look at this panorama. Breathtaking. She was obviously having the time of her life. I get it. There's a duck. There is some green grass and some hills where we were walking, but the hills are not that impressive, and you can literally see them everywhere in our area. She made 3 or 4 comments about nature, and it always included the imperative to look. But I just want to exercise and get the hike done as quickly as possible. I know exactly where her behaviour comes from. Her family does the same. Look, James, the tit found a nest in our tree. Mary, look how beautiful your cake glazing turned out to be. Delicious. I'm so tired of looking. I don't want to give her that attention, and the things she is pointing out don't make me happy. They mean nothing to me. So I guess I was being rude by telling her, please let me walk in peace. And stop asking me to admire all the stuff. I don't want to. She didn't take it well.
Really?
And we ended up...
I'm shocked.
And we ended up being quiet for the rest of the hike. I didn't want to silence her. I'm sorry and apologise, but she was angry and avoiding me in our apartment. She said, so what else am I supposed to talk about? I think she got me wrong. Am I the arsehole?
Pro tip, the ducks in the park are free to take with you. I have 10 already. That's an excellent life hack there.
Walk in peace, walk on your own, walk a long way. You're the arsehole, just go. Come on now, go! I mean, honestly. Just go find people who don't like stuff. I mean, Tamsin, you're not going to get a better... I mean, how...
It's another example of, oh hey, the thing that pretty much defines your partner you hate, maybe you should go and break up with them and find somebody else to share in your misery instead.
This guy, I mean, sometimes I do wonder if these things are made up. We were talking about this earlier.
Yes.
And I might find some ones which can be filed under Alex thinks these are fake. I actually don't think this is fake. I think this person, I think this is real. But honestly, like, there are a lot of joyless people in the world. She needs a new boyfriend. Yes, he is the arsehole. You've heard it from the mouth of McMikey. McMikey's mouth. I wasn't listening.
McMouthy.
McMouthy. That was his nickname. He couldn't stop talking at school, McMouthy. Oi, McMouthy, shut up. Shut up at your face. The guy, his friend was Italian. Honestly, I don't know how we became friends, but fuck, I'm lucky to have met you. My endless love. Yes, I think that the boyfriend is the arsehole. Thoughts?
I don't even think I can be contrary here.
Is there a way to be?
Try as I might, I don't think I can even find one redeeming feature. Like, have you considered... No, that's not it.
Who goes out with someone they don't even like? Do yourself a favour. If not for her, for you, leave. That's the thing. It's like, when you get together with someone, it's like you're looking at...
Like, somebody just doesn't...
I mean, this guy's Buzz Killington.
Somebody doesn't just become a delight overnight.
No.
They must have always been a delight.
Yes. I am a delight.
Well, let's not go too far. Surely this has been the experience the entire time.
Yeah, this isn't new. Surely he's like, oh my god. And I know where she gets it from. She gets it from her parents, who are also lovely, joyful people. I mean, mate. I mean, I wonder what the parents are saying. It's like, is your boyfriend still a negative dickhead? It's like, yeah.
Does he still hate ducks? Yeah, he does. Yeah.
In the delights, the musical of this woman's life. In the delights. Delights up on Washington Heights. You got to go and see it. Right. Yes, this guy's the arsehole. Mm-hmm. Bang, bang, decided. Fuck you, buddy. You're probably not in a relationship anymore. I can't imagine this guy, since the telling of it, is now in a... They are broken up. There's no way. I'm telling you now. I haven't looked at the update. These guys are broken up. A relationship like that cannot stand. This aggression cannot stand.
Yeah, I don't see any other way that this guy can exist without just wallowing himself into an oblivion of...
I mean, it's just...
neg. Like, if you can't even find one little thing that you enjoy when you're out for a walk with your missus, then yeah.
I don't like walking, and people I've been out with do like yorking round walk. I can't speak. Walking around York. People that I've been out with like walking. I don't traditionally like walking, but when we go, I still enjoy the fact that it's a nice time.
Spending time with the people.
Yeah, I just think that we could also do that sitting down.
You might pass a pub where there could be wine, for example.
See?
Look for the positives.
Bring your likes together. You know, take the duck to the pub. And all its children.
Yeah.
You know? Find these things.
That's on the bucket list now.
I love walking and yorking. Yorking is to throw a chocolate very heavily at someone. Take the wine up a hill.
No, that's reserved for trip cheese only.
Yeah, trip cheese.
Trip cheese on a hill. Get the fuck out.
Do you want to do your one?
I do.
You really do as well.
I really do.
You really do.
Because I love this thing.
This is absurd.
It is absurd, but again, I don't think in a made-up way. It's too absurd to be made up.
This is true.
You would write a book instead of wasting your time making up an "Am I the Arsehole" of this quality?
Yes.
On Reddit.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Wait for it. Am I the arsehole for being mad that my boyfriend dedicated his book to OJ Simpson instead of me? Strap in, folks. My boyfriend of 5 years has many great traits, but the one very weird quirk is that he's convinced OJ didn't do it. He's seen every documentary and miniseries, as have I, by the way, and still thinks OJ is innocent. I do not. His explanation of who he thinks did it is probably even crazier than other OJ truthers. But he's not a conspiracy theorist other than this, so I mostly let it go. He spends a lot of time reading and watching OJ-related content, and it's just become a hobby that I ignored. He recently self-published a book, unrelated to OJ. It's just science fiction. I read all his drafts and helped him edit. Perhaps narcissistically, I thought I would be the person to whom he dedicated the book. It wasn't until I ordered it and opened it and saw it was dedicated to fucking OJ. Now, I know it's his right to do whatever he wants, but I wouldn't have been upset if he dedicated it to his mom or something. But he's never met OJ. He said he hoped the book would go big, people would buy it, and be thrown off by the dedication, which talks about OJ being innocent, and this would open the Pandora's box to the world. I asked him, why not just write a book about OJ?
That would make a lot more sense.
And he said because it would be harder to market given that he wasn't involved in the case and isn't in law. So his hope was to write a science fiction book. Seemed odd to me because he's usually not a writer. That would be the next viral novel with the secret agenda of highlighting OJ.
This person writes really well.
He was also hoping OJ himself would see it. I'm aware OJ isn't even in jail.
Not anymore.
My boyfriend acts like he is. He says even if OJ is free, he's not truly free because people only know him as that man who killed his wife.
That is how people know him.
It's not. He's a sub 2,000 yard rusher for the Buffalo Bills.
That is certainly true, but I don't think many people have
He was a great running back.
Kept that in their minds after the murder.
And a very prolific murderer.
Did you write this fucking book?
And not as a great athlete. The Bills Hall of Fame beg to disagree. As do...
We're all sub 2,000 yard rushers, to be fair.
He's telling me none of this affects me. So I'm in the wrong to be offended. But come on. This just feels like delusion, and it makes me angry that I helped him edit a book that turned out to be some OJ-related secret plot.
There's so much in this I want to take apart, and I want to read it again. I think I might have to take that one away after this and read it again, because there's a lot going on there. But the bottom line here is that he's crazy about OJ. He thinks OJ didn't do it. A man who wrote a book called,
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
It rhymes, and you know it rhymes, Marge. He wrote a book called, If I Did It. You know... and aside from that, after he got away with that shit, he then went and did an armed robbery to steal back all his memorabilia, which he'd given to Vegas or whatever. And the whole thing is pretty crazy, but that is nothing to do with any of this. What this is one man is crazy about OJ, not the juice.
Well, that's his nickname.
He was the Juice, yes.
So
but not
they
the
are
actual,
crazy about the juice.
They are crazy about the juice. And they may also be crazy about orange juice itself. But then, like, she helps him edit it. She helped him edit it, proofread it, do it. And then he goes, do you know who I'm going to dedicate this to? I mean, she should have seen it coming. He had it coming.
Who does my boyfriend really fucking love and never shut the fuck up about?
It's just, of course he dedicates that. Who? Because it doesn't. Why did you dedicate it to OJ? It doesn't make any. You wrote a sci-fi book. Why did you dedicate it? And he's like, well, I'm hoping he'll see it. What's the concept, as we've said, is that like he's hoping...
Benny, he will. If he gets wind of the fact that the book has been dedicated to him, he will see it because he's a narcissist.
I remember him as Nordberg from Naked Gun. He was good in that. I mean, I know that he was an American footballer. Obviously, I know that, but like predominantly, his life will always be forever tainted by like one of the most famous trials in history. Are we saying? Is he saying like he doesn't believe it? He wants to get the truth out of it, or is he just hoping the book is going to advertise that? Because it felt like
I think basically what he wants is for people to read his book.
Yes. See the dedication.
Be thrown off by the dedication. And then have to think again about OJ and open the conversation of, well, maybe he didn't do it. Allow me to listen to this author and his musings about OJ Simpson and the ways that perhaps OJ didn't.
It's just like
murder his ex-wife and her boyfriend.
Here's the thing: if you
horrifically,
indeed, if his whole point, and I'll come back to this in a moment, but like, if his whole point is like, I feel people need to take a second look at this. I think I've read a lot of stuff, and I need you to take a second look. I'll do that by dedicating an entire book about something else, sci-fi and fictional. But I'll have one small part at the beginning that says to OJ, innocent. And hoping that one sentence, which everyone will skip past to get to the fucking book, is going to be the hook.
Yeah.
Who's going to stop on page 3?
You'd read that and be like, the fuck is this guy? Anyway.
Let's get on to the... no one would do... This is the thing. And then his girlfriend's like, why don't you write... If you want your message of the book to be OJ's innocent, why don't you write a book about OJ? And he's like, oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
I don't really have the experience for that.
I wouldn't do that. And it's like...
Just to throw a spanner in the works, but what is the harm in dedicating the book to OJ? There's no harm.
There's no harm in it. It's just fucking
batshit.
It's just nothing wrong with doing it.
It's an absolute waste of time.
But it's kind of
and
just
it's
like...
an insult to actual people who might have, propelled you on the path to writing a book.
It is an insult. It's like, there's nothing wrong. You can, like she says, you can dedicate to everyone. Dedicate it to the man in the moon. Dedicate to fucking whoever you want. Einstein.
But maybe dedicate it to somebody you actually fucking know and actually helps you.
If I wrote a book... maybe I dedicate it to my parents or something like that, because that would be something like, I wouldn't have been here without you. This book is dedicated and will always be dedicated to you. And anyone that picks up this book will know that it's a legacy thing that I wrote and I wanted to remember my parents or my brother or one of my brothers or my family or something like that. Just put everybody into it. But I wouldn't just go, do you know what? I love Hamilton, so I'm going to dedicate this book to Lin-Manuel Miranda, because although that's not a bad one actually, because he's very inspirational, but like that, do you know what I mean? You just wouldn't do this shit. Not least the fact if you're...
But if tomorrow Lin-Manuel Miranda murdered his wife, you then wouldn't...
What a fucking twist!
Then you wouldn't dedicate the book to him, I would suggest.
It's like, you're a pro athlete and an actor, was it you said, Duncan, but you kill one wife!
And that's what they remember you for.
And that's what
It's unbelievable.
Why wouldn't you write a book about OJ? Well, I'm really not well informed enough about the subject, to be fair. It's like, that's so bonkers, Tom, because he's like, yes, I've read a lot of stuff about it. I'm obsessed with OJ. I know a lot about the truth about it. I've got my own theory. He's got his own theory about who did it.
Yeah.
So why don't you write about that? By the way, there's a lot of people who probably read that shit because they're as bonkers as you. Think about, he's like, I've got all this information. But he says, I don't know anything about law. Well, don't worry. Law never had anything to do with that fucking case. Trust me. And I'm not a lawyer. Just write what you know.
I mean, to be fair, let's also remember that OJ Simpson also wrote a book.
Yes.
Espousing his innocence called If I Did It.
That's what I was... Yes, exactly.
And he, didn't have a law degree either.
No.
He probably knows as much as anyone else.
He wrote If I Did It, and it's like outlining how it would have happened if he had done it, which is just what balls, the hubris of a person to have got away with murder in the absolute sense of the word, and then go, do you know what? He says, do you know, I can imagine his lawyer at the point, which was undoubtedly, was it still Ross from Friends? I don't know. But anyway...
That's a great little biopic, by the way, that documentary.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Have you not seen it?
No, I think I started to see bits of it, but then somebody rushed ahead of it. Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Not sure. I was saying it's got woman from Sopranos as Marcia Clark.
Oh, okay.
Forgotten her name.
Is it the one that plays the wife?
Yes.
Well,
doing this like it's going to spark some kind of memory in me.
Keep doing that. But I don't. Yes, I don't. The one who plays Carmela, but I don't remember the. Oh, that name will come back to me in a minute.
She's got a kind of boyish name.
She's got a great name. But what I will say is,
come on, Harmstone, where the fuck are you?
Yeah, no. Normally he jumps in. What I will say is, if you just got away with murder and you're in your lawyer's office and you're like, "Hey, buddy, hey, listen, thanks for getting me off murder," it's like, yeah, no problems. Listen, that was a hard one. I never thought we'd get through that, OJ, but somehow we managed to get you off, and it's like, okay, now what I want you to do is just lay low for the next, rest of your life. Would you mind doing that? And he goes, better idea though, lawyer.
I'll bullet point it for you. Don't kill any more wives.
Shut the fuck up.
Edie Falco, thank you.
And I love that, by the way. But and then he was like, or counterpoint, I write a book detailing how I would have murdered my wife. It's like, we listen to a fucking word I just said. That sounds like the absolute opposite of what I just said. Keep it on the down low, motherfucker. You're saying write an entire book. It's like, think of the money. Think of the money.
But at the same time, it doesn't matter if he actually confessed. Double jeopardy. He's been proven innocent
double jeopardy,
of it,
yeah.
So he cannot be convicted of it again. So do what you want, man.
And I love this whole story is obsessed by this one guy whose like girlfriend proofread and works with this stuff, and he's like, it's at the end of it, it's just like, of course you dedicate. It's like, I hope one day OJ will see my self-published book. OJ's never gonna read that shit.
He will.
He won't read.
He's got fucking nothing but time on his hands, man.
He's too busy writing his next book.
If I killed my wife again. If I did it a second time.
Oh my god. Stop using your girlfriend for free labour. Yeah, it's just like, I just can't. That is amazing, and I want to read it again because it's just, this guy is so obsessed with this. I can't get over it. I'm sorry, I can't get over it. Why? You've got these theories about it. Why didn't you write a book about who you think did it? Why did you write a fictional? It's just so backwards.
It was Sarah Paulson, by the way. Yeah, I think I might be mixing up the OJ series with the series about the two brothers that killed their parents.
Okay.
The other famous case around the same time.
I mean,
can't remember that either. Great memory. Thanks for me. Yeah.
We'll
watch it all. It's all good.
OJ. Can you imagine? I just love that the world is full of these nutcases. Oh god. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, let's do.
Yeah, Menendez. That's the one.
Menendez.
Basically, what happens on this stream is I say something vaguely, and then other people save me and fill in the blanks in my memory, and I dig it.
Yes, you do. I'm blown away by people who do crazy shit, like Aaron Hernandez, who is the former tight end of the New England Patriots, shot somebody, and I'm just like, what makes you?
He killed several people.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? And then he goes to prison and kills himself, and I'm just like, what level of celebrity? It's like, do you know what? I just want more. I've got the fame, I've got the money, I've got the girls, I've got everything. I've got Tiny Feet Melody now following. Tomorrow there'll be more of us. Thank you very much for dropping in and following in the middle of my fucking rant about Aaron Hernandez. Who knew that was the content you all desired? But what is it about fucking celebrities who's just like, I've got it all. I've got everything. I've got everything I ever want. Shall I just shoot someone in the head now? It's like, fuck me. I cannot imagine it. I sometimes say, like, I just want to be famous. And the reason is because sometimes I just want to kill people.
And you have to be famous to kill people, otherwise it's...
What's the point?
If you
can't let that go
kill
under the
someone in
radar.
a forest and you're not a celebrity, does anybody convict you?
Well, absolutely. Does the gun make a sound? Am I the arsehole for demanding my girlfriend to pay me $250?
Oh, fucking hell.
It is now midnight, but I wish to hear the last Am I the arsehole? We're going to hear it now. Am I the arsehole for demanding my girlfriend to pay me $250? It all started yesterday. Oh, thanks very much for setting set the scene, dude. OP. It all started yesterday. I get home from running outside. You know all about that.
I do. Like, outside and everything.
I threw my sweatpants on the ground. I threw them on the ground! I threw my sweatpants on the floor, actually, it says, but I couldn't resist. About 30 minutes later, she walks into the room. About 30 minutes later, she walks into the room and says she's going to start doing some laundry. Asked what I needed and told her. Then she asked if the pants on the ground were dirty. Said yeah. Without even thinking, I left my AirPods in the pockets. She started laundry.
Uses AirPods, is an asshole.
She started laundry, which I'm thankful for, but she didn't check my pockets at all. This feels like it should be a rap. No, I didn't check my pockets at all. So after it's done washing, she comes into the room and saying my headphones got washed. I asked her which pair. I have wired and AirPods. She says my AirPods. That's where I got furious. I killed her, but I didn't do it. No, that's where I got furious. Told her, how can you be so clueless to not check the pockets before washing? She said, I'm sorry, it was an honest mistake. I replied, I'm sure it was, but your mistake just cost you $250. I told her I need $250 right now, no excuses. She gave me an excuse, right after I told her not to, right guys? She gave me an excuse saying, I don't have $250 just to give away right now. I replied, that's not my problem. Is he work for the mafia? Kept saying she doesn't have it right now. Told me that right now she doesn't have a timetable on when she will be able to pay me back. Also thinks I'm not trying to work with her and being overly rude about the situation, and it could be handled a nicer and better way than I have. If this was a job... this guy's got a good point coming up at the end, guys. Today, this is going to turn around the way you're thinking.
Yeah. I mean, if in doubt, treat your significant other as an employee. That's always stellar advice.
If this was a job and you cost them money, they would fire you and make you pay them back. So no expectations here. Just because I'm her boyfriend, Imo. He doesn't even ask, am I the arsehole? So certain is he that he is not the arsehole. But you guys, what do you think is... Isn't this the best? Sometimes the snow comes down in June, guys. I'm telling you that.
You've just gone out for a run. You've come in. Why the fuck are your AirPods even in your fucking pockets? They should be in your ears. And then when you get in, you put them wherever you keep your headphones when you're not using them.
Oh my god, pick up your trousers, get the fuck out, and do let the door hit you on the arse on your way out.
Preferably smashing whatever else you're keeping in your pockets.
If this was a job, he'd be paying her to do the washing. Did he not get the Apple Care on his AirPods? Mate, this guy can't write. He doesn't know what Apple Care is.
Of the three...
Yes.
I think this is bullshit. I think it's made up.
Of the three, I think it's bullshit. And for the reason, because of what you said, it's like, why are the AirPods... Why is he taking them out? He's come in, he threw it on the ground, but he's had time to take it out of his ears, put them into the pocket, and throw them on the ground.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
You wouldn't put something in the pockets of the trousers you're about to discard
I think he's
floor.
suggesting that he's... Yeah, I mean, that doesn't make any sense, and I'm with you. But can you just scroll up a little bit, because I want to see if anybody else has said something amazing about it. I don't think they probably... Immediately, here's the arsehole. Oh, yeah, yeah. Just a wow from Reese. It is a good one. He trusted her. It was his choice. It's his liability. The bottom line here is, if I was in this situation, and I think I've got my wallet. I've got my wallet in my pocket here. And if I were to take my jeans off in front of you, which would be a joy for you all, and for you, Jeremy, and I threw them on the ground, and then Jeremy, you said, would you like me to wash them? By the way, I don't know what this role play is about that I'm doing on my own here, but I would say, oh, by the way, thank you, Jeremy, for offering me the chance to have my jeans washed by you. but my wallet is still in my pocket. I'm just going to check the pocket for masks and wallets and stuff. I would have done that. But this guy, he doesn't even say, wait, hold on, baby. Let me get those AirPods before. And by the other thing about this, while I'm on it, it's like, if you don't charge your girlfriend. If that had happened, like, I can't. There's never been a situation, but I don't know what we've broken. But like, you know,
you just oh fuck.
Yeah,
okay,
easy come, easy go, man.
I feel bad, and then she probably buys him AirPods for next event, birthday, Christmas, or something, because she feels bad.
Just, you know, legitimate question: how often do you end up with a tissue in your pocket when you do the washing? Even if you generally check the pockets. It hasn't happened for a while.
As the person in our household who tends to do the washing, I don't check pockets. If you leave shit in your pockets, that's your own fault. When you put the things in the laundry, you do so with empty pockets.
Yeah.
Or it gets washed, contents and all.
You've got to check that shit. You've got to check yourself before you wreck your AirPods at the very least. I do think this might well be bullshit. And at least the fact that the way the person
this guy's bullying when he could be emotionally blackmailing. Rookie. Not even being a cunt right, mate.
You fucking cunt. You're not even a cunt. Cunt it right. You cunt slag.
Yeah, but this is bullshit because she wouldn't take this shit. The moment he said, and now you owe me 250 quid, her answer would be, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And get out of my house. Take your fucking damp AirPods with you.
Yeah. Put that shit in some rice and fuck off. It probably might well be fake. What I might do is put together. I won't say what it is, but I've got a few which I think are fake, and I think maybe we should do one which is just like
we'll do a fake or real week.
Fake or real.
Yeah.
Question is, would you pay up to $250 if you broke something of hers?
Undoubtedly not.
No.
I mean, he clearly doesn't actually care for his stuff because he just took his pants off and threw them on the ground.
I threw them on the ground. I left my Mona Lisa in the pockets of my pants, and you washed it, and it is irreplaceable. And the Louvre on my fucking ass to get that shit back. So listen, now you owe me
$3 billion.
$3 billion. I'm really sorry, babe.
At last estimation, I might have to consult.
I haven't got $3 billion in my pocket. Well, that just doesn't fly, bitch. Look, bring me a Monet. A Monet and 2 Rembrandts, and we'll call it square. All right, but I've got a Manet. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know when I'm gonna be able to pay that. I don't know when I can schedule it.
Get me a Whistler's mother, and we'll talk. I'm just saying.
They might even still work. I watched a USB stick once and it was still fine. Yeah,
I would check that shit.
I have watched headphones, wired headphones, and they still worked.
Shockingly, I actually watched a 3-pin plug twice recently. How do you? Isn't it attached to something?
Why are you carrying a 3-pin plug around?
Well, like a plug that goes in the wall. Isn't it attached to a kettle?
Just in case you should happen upon somebody's property. They turn the kettle on and bang, the fuse goes. You got to replace the plug. Don't worry, friend. We will have tea. I have a 3-pin plug.
Just like, how have you got a 3-pin plug in? Isn't it not attached to the things that you use? Also, does he not care that you're probably making his girlfriend feel awful? No, that's like the kind of person whose first thought is money is probably the kind of person whose first thought is not being lovely, but you know. It was in a backpack. It's a 3-pin adapter for a phone charger. Oh yeah, okay. I have those.
Sure.
I have those things littered about the place. But I don't think I'd ever have it in something that I wash, unless you're washing the backpack. But I don't know why. I don't think I'd ever wash a backpack in my life.
I have never washed a backpack.
I have never. The shittest I have never.
Never have I ever washed a backpack.
It's like, this shit got sexy. Did I mention it was a sexy backpack which plays porn? I didn't. Well, this is a solid theme of awful boyfriends tonight. Yeah, actually, that is generally the way it goes.
Good
That's
choice.
how it goes. Look around. So yeah, it's hard. I'm not being kind of like sexist in that way. It just tends to be a lot of these guys are just fucking about There don't tend to be a lot of women out there going, I did this shit and I'm fine, and it just doesn't happen. Also, there's no, you just find the ones you think are funny. But I will strive to find some bitches that are crazy for you.
We'll have a fake or real week.
And
a bitches be crazy week.
A bitches be crazy week. And, or I'll just find one which is a guy that did it, and I'll change it all to, like, female pronouns, and you won't know. Was the backpack in a hedge? It was. That's where I find all my backpacks.
Giggity.
I don't buy anything nowadays. Anything I want, I just look in a hedge. I think that's the end of Am I the Arsehole? And it's the end of the show.
Go the end of the show, absolutely. Yes. It's been a good one. I have thoroughly enjoyed.
I've had a good time. I hope you've had a good time.
Yes.
If you have had a good time and you're not following me, you should follow me. And if you have had a good time and you're not following Jez, you should follow Jez at the Jez Show.
And this is also a good opportunity as we get into the
plug your shit.
Get into the scheduling kind of aspect of things.
Yeah.
To say what is, I can't see anything. That one. What is coming up? Not tomorrow, because there's nothing tomorrow. Oh, I fixed this. Why has it not shifted the camera over? Fucking hell.
I might stream tomorrow at 7:30. I might not. You might just have to look up for notifications or the Discord. I don't know what I want to do really. Just in two minds, guys.
Fair enough. But otherwise, it's a very racing day on Sunday. The effing racing show at 1:30 UK time. The French Grand Prix. That's not the French Grand Prix. That's not correct. It's the Styrian Grand Prix. Why the fuck does it say French? And then immediately following that, Jaeger's going to zoom some cars around on grid. And that is what remains in this week. It did move it. It just didn't move it enough. That's not particularly useful.
Is that thing you're doing tomorrow not something you wanted to talk about, or is that?
Yeah, I can do, but I don't think anybody here cares. Tomorrow, for my job, my self-employed work, I am doing a live event from 11 a.m. to around 6 p.m. It's basically a QVC style selling of imported Japanese plastic goods. So if that in any way interests you, or you just want to pop in and say hi, youtube.com/Toku Toy Store, TOKU Toy Store. Come on in, say hello. And it's also an opportunity to say there's no Don't Get Me Started next week.
No, well remembered. Should have written up on there. There's no Don't Get Me Started next week because I'm going to Wimbledon, and there's no way around it because we can't move it to Saturday because I'm going to London to see Constellations and have wonderful food. So there's just no Don't Get Me Started. You have to get yourself started in the comfort of your own homes. You have to sort of read Reddit and talk to yourselves.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a fortnight on Don't Get Me Started.
Yeah, have a break.
But each of us exist outside of this show.
Yes.
I'm on Monday and Wednesday next week, and you are on Tuesday and Thursday as well.
I am.
Yeah. Now.
Yes. Are we gonna?
You've got to choose someone. It's your channel.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Choose someone to rate. And while you do that, I'm going to ask you this question.
Okay. That means I have to do two things at once.
Yeah, you're a man. You're not going to manage that.
Oh, can we go to Hash Champ? I feel like I want to.
Okay, we can do that. My question for you is, what is it going to take for you to rage out on your girlfriend and demand payment, demand recompense for whatever it is that she's fucking done?
If she breaks that fucking laptop.